Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago. It's gone right to my head. Hello, and welcome to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I, of course, am your benevolent Dungeon Master, Puck, and I am joined today by these people all putting their heads in their hands for no reason. Now, after coming off of freshly defeating Strahd, and I will now introduce them in no particular order. Sad in the hills and now sad in the swamp, we have Norbog, the Fear Eater, joining us today. And then, about to be killed by an eldritch trap, we have Penathan Wright joining us today.
I thought that was going to be Kishana.
Well, I feel slightly better about the day.
Look, you didn't study the trap I gave you last week, so we'll see what happens. Just having a wonderful time after her dress and shoes are cleaned with Gilbetta. We have dear Lilith Singer joining us today. And also having a wonderful time because, I guess it's enough water. It would have been nice if there was more. As long as nobody else got more water, we have Gilbetta fucking not joining us today. And last but not least, we have our resident chowder chef, Kishano the Quick, joining us on a completely normal boat out in the ocean.
Are there any air tanks on this boat? This is important for future notice.
No, that's not a thing. Right now.
Opening was a clue. Never mind.
No.
Oh, good. I got
it was,
ultimate.
But not in the way that you think it is.
Hey, but it's fine. I got an ultimate.
Okay. Is that a new one? Jenny, would you like to write that down?
Yes, that's a new one. So that should have me at 2 now, I think.
Yes, it does. Now then, when last we left our heroes, an epic battle had been engaged against Strahd von Zarovich in the heart of Barovia. When it seemed he was defeated, everything came to a close and it was revealed that Regina had this elaborate plan to basically kick the shit out of Strahd and destroy his infrastructure, and then end that with a marriage proposal. Hey, look, you do what you gotta do to show that you're the one, all right?
Very valuable.
However, the end result was our dear party was banished from Barovia using a powerful magical spell. And they have found themselves scattered to the corners of the Sword Coast. Poor Kishano was dropped in the ocean on some rocky island and hopped aboard a mysterious boat. Gilbetta and Lilith were just thrown into the swamp and attacked by lizard men. Fortunately, they were saved by the Moon Knight, a cheerful tabaxi cat fellow who is very certain that they needed saving and that he saved them and everything's cool. Despite what Gilbetta says. Pan was thrown into a mysterious forest with Tommy. Unfortunately, Big Sexy, his tomb guardian, is nowhere in sight. Tommy and Pen shared a very tender moment in which Pen fed Tommy some blood. And now they found you're just super into it now, and that kind of takes the fun away from me. But anyways, reset. Okay, so, and poor Norbog was dropped in the hills all by herself, but she found a nice snake to talk to, so maybe it's not so bad. And then a really creepy snake man, which she rightfully noped away from. So, with all of that unfolding, let's start off with our good friends, Lilith and Gilbetta, who are just outside of Dragonspear Castle, having sent their new friend, the Moon Knight, the small tabaxi kitten, who has been given one of Salune's sacred rings, is off gathering up Norbog and hopefully returning her to the group. And the two of you are just sitting outside of Dragonspear Castle. The heavy mist that hung over the place seems to have dissipated in the time since you guys have been gone.
Yeah, so our cart's fine, right? Is our cart fine?
That's a good question. Maybe we should look at it.
I'll let Javetta handle that.
Yeah, Javetta will do it. What
All right.
do you want from me, you
It
monster?
is not where you parked it.
What?
Dude, where's my cart?
Callbacks.
All that. What do you mean it's not where? Well, where the fuck is it?
That's a
Can I
good
see it?
question. Look around. Look around. No,
What?
it doesn't look like it.
Investigation? Is that what we need to do?
Yeah, are there tracks?
Well, you could certainly attempt a nature check to see if you
Nature? Where the fuck? There it is. It's a 20.
All right. With a 20 nature, you can see the hoof prints from the beast that you guys had kind of enlisted to pull this cart, and it seems to have gone off into the grassy hills in the area around Dragonspear Castle.
Oh, fuck. Lilith. She's like pulling. Lilith, it's over here. The tracks go over here. I can't. Lilith, did I cast silence on you? Why can't I hear you?
Sorry, look at my throat. I hate the nature right now.
It's fine. Yeah.
So, how did it get over there?
I don't know. Maybe something spooked the.
Spooked? Wait, the horses are alive? Wait, do we have horses attached to a cart? Do we leave the horses here?
I'm just
alone?
gonna just go.
Okay.
It's just gonna start walking towards the.
You think they're dead?
What? I just said they might have gotten spooked.
Oh, well. Yeah, okay. We go.
What? And Jovetta's just like, what the fuck is she talking about? And Jovetta just starts walking and following them.
The swamp has thrown Lilith right off.
Dude, what the fuck?
So, taking a little trip out, it's not long before you find the horses attached to the cart, and they appear to be seeking shelter underneath the boughs of a group of trees.
Is there anything nearby that I can see?
Give me a perception check.
It's an 11. Even with my +9.
Whoa. I'll gamble.
Nope.
9.
There's nothing you can see. This is really weird, guys.
Yeah, great.
Hey, look! The horses! They live! We need to train them. Go home. Instead, it's just standing here like that. Because what if we never came back?
What?
What?
Never
mind.
Okay.
These are rentals.
Jeez. Fuck it, I guess. Speak with animals. Hooty Blooty Judy. And I'm like, hey, you guys good?
Oh, we hear the noise.
I love him.
There was a shadow on the ground, so we went under the trees.
Oh, wait, oh, okay. What kind of noise?
It was a loud noise.
How big was the shadow?
It was real big. Looked like it could have carried us away. So we went and hid under these trees. Lots of fresh grass down here.
Lilith, I don't like the sound of that. What they're saying.
What are they saying?
Was it like a fly thing? Like a big fly thing?
We didn't look up to see it, but we heard it. So we hid under the trees.
Did it sound like did it sound like
Lil is just baffled with what's going on in front of her, but
No, I'm just trying to
It's
make
just Gilbetta making a bunch of horse noises to this horse.
and then trying to make like wing noises in horse voice. I don't know.
No, it sounded more like a grrr.
Oh. They said there was a big shadow, looked big enough to carry him away, and a big loud noise, and so they ran.
big enough to carry them and they fly?
I don't know. They said they didn't look up, but
They
probably
didn't look up?
No, they just ran.
No time to look around. Places to hide and fresh grass to eat.
Yeah, that they wanted to hide, and also, and Gilbetta points to like the areas of grass that have already been picked clean. I'm sure by this point.
Oh yeah, it's they've been grazing steadily in this area for a while.
So maybe dragon.
Something big. That much we got. Perhaps we should stay
Or
under here
wizard.
too with them and wait until Nobug arrives.
I
Want
don't.
to place your bet if that cat lives or not?
What?
What?
Yeah, he's
So-
probably gonna live.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, I'm fucking exhausted. So, we have to wait for. Or do we want to wait here for Norbog?
I don't know. Do you still want to go check out what's under the water? I can see it in your face.
Obviously. Look. All right. Hold on. It's gonna take Norbog some time to get here. So I'm just maybe we take. Actually, what's my?
We have a sending stone, so if she comes back early, or as soon as she gets close to arriving,
Look, all I'm saying
let us know.
is Finn's getting to do his thing.
Mm-hmm. You're angry about that because you didn't do your thing.
Well,
Like the rationale behind this. It's like, look, if Penn gets to have fun in ancient tombs, I should be able to go to my sunken ruins.
Penn is currently struggling with the riddle on the back of a cereal box right now.
So you only want what's fair.
yeah.
Okay, then
And
let's do
some-
what makes you
at some
happy.
Point a nap, but
Your pick.
yeah, fuck it. Why not? Fuck it.
Great.
Fucking potential dragon or whatever the fuck be damned, I guess.
Will you need my assistance?
It's like you start walking and Lilith stays at the tree. And it's like,
Are you not gonna wait? You're not gonna come with me? You're just gonna.
I mean, that water was really nasty looking.
I'm getting real sick of the water comments and the.
What? You swim in cleaner water.
It's fine. How far was that from where we are right now?
you can still see Dragonspear Castle from here. It's just in the distance, and that itself is on the edges of this swamp.
Okay.
As for the actual location of the Sunken Ruins, you don't know. You didn't ask Wally about it.
Yeah. Well, we were kind of interrupted.
You think those creatures are gonna come back?
Fuck if I know. Probably. Maybe. Look, at this point,
Alright. Yes.
we stay here and maybe see a big old flyboy that could carry some horses away. Or we go in there and do some other shit. I don't know, man.
You know what? Water doesn't sound too bad, and I just walk ahead from that whole like.
Joanna tells the horse just like, so y'all stay here, I guess, and keep
Okay.
grazing.
We'll stay here. I think I saw some flowers on the other side of that tree.
That's great. Love it. And Gilberta will bend down and use Druidcraft and regrow the grass that they've already picked clean.
Oh boy.
Trying to like keep them in this like little area, so she'll grow a whole bunch of grass in this area where she kind of wants them to stay.
Just like, please don't leave.
Rebecca, are you coming?
Yeah, I was just drawing the yeah.
We should probably leave a message to Norbog. You have the stone, right?
Yeah. Hey Norbog.
Yeah. Hey, Gilberta. Hey.
Hey, I'm gonna go do some water shit in the swamp.
Didn't you just get out of the swamp?
Look, man, it's a weird world, okay? I don't know what to tell you, Norbog. It's a weird world. There's rocks that sing and stuff. I just want to. There's an underwater thing, and I want to do cool stuff. Penn's getting to do cool stuff. I want to do cool stuff, okay?
Penn's didn't sound that cool. It sounds like he's trapped in a magical forest and has no choice.
No, that's not true. He could talk. He could find something and talk to it.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I clearly cannot stop any of you from making bad choices.
It's
so
gonna be a minute before you get here anyway.
That's fine. I found the cat. I found the talking
good.
tabaxi.
Good.
He's a little much, but it's okay. We're making our way to Dragonspire Castle. So I'll wait for you. If I beat you there, I'll wait for you to get back.
Okay.
Also, what if things go wrong with you?
Then I guess I'll fucking die and it won't matter.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Also, the horses, the cart we left at Dragonsphere Castle, the horses got spooked. They said they saw a big shadow that was big enough to carry them away.
What? That doesn't sound great.
Yeah.
You have an umbrella.
I have a giant leaf that sometimes functions as an umbrella. I do.
You do. We have established that Norbog goes Totoro style.
So, Gilberta, do you know why Dragonspire Castle is called Dragonspire Castle, by any chance?
Well, the dragon cult used to... It's
Okay.
like a dragon cult place.
Okay, just brainstorming there. Okay, I'll be
So-
safe. I'll check on the horses.
Yes, I'm also thinking dragon, just to be perfectly
Yeah.
clear about... I'm also thinking maybe dragon that flew over.
All right, stay safe. Do your water thing. I'll talk to the horses. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm going to sit and wait at the castle and take a nap.
Yeah, that's fine. I grew a whole big patch of grass, so the horses should stay pretty close to where they are currently.
All right.
And Gilberta will
Alright.
describe like where the horses are in relation to the castle.
Bye.
Okay, but bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, did you hang up before I could say it?
Oh, it was sorry. You want to call her back and say goodbye, or
No, it's fine.
okay.
So while Gilberta, Lilith, and Norbog head in their various directions out by the swamp, we head back to the large forest, the high forest, as it is called, and Penn in the midst of the ruins of this ancient Netherese temple. So Penn, you tried a thing, and it was wrong.
To be fair, I didn't. I know you're looking at something, and I'm real worried. But like, to be fair, I didn't recognize what the puzzle was. So is it really my fault?
Penn, a blast of force deals 19 force damage to you.
Oh, okay. Well, there goes my temp hit points and most of my other hit points. So, all right, we got one more shot at this, Tommy.
Are you sure you want to try that? You look very damaged after the first attempt.
Tommy, this is what it means to go even further. I'm a scholar. We have to do this. I'm like smoking.
Okay, but maybe before you try something, we should think about it and maybe discuss it a little bit before you throw your life away.
That's probably a good call. Like, we should talk. We should talk more in general, Tommy. I missed you.
I miss you too, my friend. It pains me to see you in such pain so immediately after our reunion.
I know, it's okay. Anyway, look. So just to be clear, I want to look at this again and make sure I've got my notes correct. Because I completely misunderstood the puzzle the first time.
It's like wheezing comes up, hands on the pedestal. Okay.
We got this. So
on the left side, Karsus, but with one T.
Oh, dang
Mystra, without.
Okay, so I had two of those backwards. Okay, so
on
when
the right
you say...
side, casting, the weave, surpassed, and fate.
Oh, wow, I had all of that so wrong. Well, here we are. Okay, now, Mr. Dungeon Master, so I understand. Is the implication that from left to right there's a blank in between them?
Yes, there is a vast blank area with sand that you could write things in.
Okay, Tommy, what I've got so far is Karsus blank casting, but blank the weave, Mystra blank surpassed without blank fate. I want to put but in for all the nouns, but also I don't want to die, so I'm going to refrain.
This is probably a good idea. I do not want to see you destroyed.
Okay, can I do a history check on who Karsus is? Because that name does not ring a player bell for me at all. Although everybody in chat seems real excited.
Shit without even knowing who it was talking about.
I mean, I had to write it down regardless. Oh, you mean in the puzzle? Look, I don't know. I thought it was a word bank. I thought the trick was you had to be able to read it, and I thought I automatically won because I could read everything. Do you want a history check for who Karsus is? Get your heads out of your hands. All of you.
I read the words. I won the puzzle.
Do you want a history check, Mr. Dungeon Master, for who Karsus is?
Yes, please.
That is a 12.
Karsus was a great and powerful wizard.
Ooh.
In the Netherese civilization. He was referenced over and over again in any history books that survived of the Netherese civilization as the most powerful wizard that ever lived.
Okay.
And that's all you know with a 12.
Tommy. You're so... Tommy, how old are you?
A few hundred years, why?
Okay, so you're wise. You've been around, you know things, because I'm so bad at puzzles. Tommy, I pretend to be smart, but really it's just I like books and I like knowing things, but I don't actually know that many things. So...
I see. Perhaps there are more answers in your book. Does it not hold a lot of knowledge?
Yeah, and I'll flip it open and kind of like, I guess, think about what I'm reading and see if it's a reference to a passage somewhere else we have or something, and be like, I don't know. Maybe this is an excerpt from something just with some blanks. That'd be nice. God.
The legend of Karsus and the fall of the Netherese. In the twilight days of the Netherese civilization, a wizard known as Karsus fancied himself powerful enough to become a god. So he cast a spell whose power is far beyond anything the world had ever known. He called the spell Karsus's Avatar. This spell destroyed the weave. And as a result, Mystra repaired the weave and implanted new rules that prevent people from surpassing certain levels of magic. This also led to the complete collapse of all magic and the death of the Netherese civilization, so the legend goes.
Okay. Cool. And I would have read that out loud to Tommy so he heard everything. So I'm spitballing here, Tommy. Help me out with what you think. Karsus tried casting, but broke the weave. Mistra something surpassed without something fate. Those blanks don't feel like I could think of anything that goes in there.
Perhaps we are looking at this the wrong way. We should consider who created this and what were their views on this situation.
I look around the room.
Karsus's name shows up a lot in this temple.
Is it like good or is it like, man, Karsus, what a dick?
Like this temple is to Karsus.
Okay, so Karsus was cool to whoever made this. So, Karsus tried casting, but this is. I just want a side note. This is so mean. You've put me alone with a puzzle. It's so mean.
Yeah, but think of how cool you're gonna feel when you figure it out.
Do you wanna cut scene to someone else, and you can come back to me?
I'll leave you to think about it a little bit. Meanwhile, out in the ocean.
What's this guy's name? Gunther?
Edgar.
I think, yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to, like, slap and shake Edgar. Edgar, hey, chowder's ready. Chowder's ready, Edgar.
Edgar is not snapping out of it. His pupils are gone, his eyes are white, his mouth is agape, and he's clutching onto the wheel of the ship.
Does this particular kind of blank out look familiar to me?
Not particularly. I mean, it looks
like I've seen.
It looks horrifying, but it's not exactly like anything else you've come in contact with.
Looking around, can I get... How long have we... Okay, yeah, a few important questions. One, have I gotten any sort of rest in by this point? Or is this just did we immediately get on the fucking boat?
I'm going to say that you have gotten a short rest in.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll pop off some hit dice.
Okay.
How long have we been traveling? Because I imagine I was like below decks making chowder.
It's been a few hours.
And I already can't see land?
Yeah.
And the place I was at, was it across on a small island or was it up the coast? Because I was confused.
It was across on a small island.
Okay. All right. So it was near the island.
So it was just on the edges of the Trollbark Forest.
Okay. So before I could see across the water. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Now I can't see across the water after just a few hours.
Yeah.
So we're either way like we've circled around north into the west, or based on where I'm pretty sure I should be able to see some land somewhere after a couple hours. This is magic shit. Yeah? Is that a good, insightful conclusion?
Yeah, that's a good way to feel.
Okay. All right. All right. Sending stone out. Hello? Can anyone hear me?
I'm really busy right now. What do you want?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Mr. Smith, how can we serve you?
I'm God, I already forgot his name. Gunther over here.
Everybody is Gunther.
Look, magic has made me lose my mind. Seems to have been possessed by something. I don't believe I'm any longer in the Sea of Swords.
Throw him overboard.
That would be kind of burying my only lead at the moment. So I'll put that on the list of potential solutions here. Does anyone have a way to, like, I imagine if one of you had a way to locate people, you would have done so already, right?
No way.
Jan took my compass, so no.
Right. Well, I guess highlight here looks like I might be a bit delayed. So, you know, if anyone else finds a way back to the keep, that would be outstanding. Anyone familiar with kind of a glazed... this is going to be vague. I don't think this... Look, long story short,
I have
in a situation. What? Oh, you got
I have locate object.
Can you locate my sword? Very familiar with that, and I have it on me. Now, wait, you have to be like near it though for that to work, don't you?
It's like 1,000 feet.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
Too far?
Yeah.
A bit too far, just a touch.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna sort this out and get back to you. If anyone comes up with anything, let me know.
Hey, wait, Kashano.
Yeah. Oh, you got something?
You're good at puzzles, right?
Oh Lord.
I mean,
Wait.
yeah, sometimes.
What's happening over there?
I like to think so.
Uh,
You got a puzzle?
With Kashano or with me?
Just in general, man. I don't.
I'm in a temple. It's to Karsus, and apparently he was a cool guy, but he also broke the weave, so like less of a cool guy.
Yeah, and
But
Mr.
I have a
fixed it.
puzzle with blanks in it. If anybody wants to help, what's a 4-letter word? No, I don't know. And I'll relay the puzzle to
21
Kashano.
across.
Okay, well, can we get the fucking thing again?
Cool.
God damn it.
Everybody write it down. Here we go.
Remember it.
As we team this out. Karsus blank casting, but with one T, blank the weave. I don't know if there's a comma or a period there, but there might be. Mistra blank surpassed without blank fate.
Wait, who wrote
It's not
this?
a traditional sentence structure like you would know. This is another language.
Yeah, who wrote this?
The
What language is it in?
Netherese. Netherese.
Netherese.
good.
Look, if I could read Netherese,
I wouldn't be in this business.
yeah. Does any of this seem familiar to me with all of my recent study?
Yeah, can I do a religion check?
I'm gonna run history. 13 history.
Shano, you know the legend of Karsus. In your research into the Netherese, it's one of the main things you've kind of come across. It shows up over and over again. Because the thing everybody remembers about a civilization at the end is how it fell, right?
Yeah.
So
Pin, have you figured any of it out?
I think the first word may be surpassed and the second word may be shattered, but the last two, that structure just does not make a lot of sense to me.
Okay.
That's my
Karsus.
guess, because this is a temple to Karsus, so I'm thinking they're going to make it sound like a good thing.
So Karsus surpassed casting? Is it?
Look, I don't know. I'm here. I'm trying. Tommy's attempting to help me, but he's,
Can I do a religion check?
Karsus mastered casting. Be the,
you can certainly do a religion check.
Are we going to find out we're like
Karsus
just
mastered casting.
5 parts of one whole idiot?
That's a crit. That's a crit. So 26.
Yeah, there you go.
So you only know this because of
I know a lot about Mistra.
Yeah, because you know a lot about Mistra because of her connection to Selune.
Yeah.
You do know that there were some Netherese after the fall of the Netherese civilization that felt that Mystra cut them off from magic out of jealousy.
Okay.
And that Karsus was about to surpass Mystra's magical capabilities, and that is why she destroyed their civilization.
Okay, so I'll relay all that, and I'll say, so it could be Mystra was surpassed?
Yeah.
Is maybe an option. But I will
And you
relay.
also get the feeling that you could put more than one word in the centerpiece.
Like it's a
in each section. Yeah.
It's gonna take us the whole damn episode to get there.
It's just gonna be us on the sending stone for the rest of the episode.
Can you give me a quick rundown on Netherese grammar? How did?
Oh, could I ever? It's complicated. Actually, would I even know? To be honest with you, because I can
Did you have
read
to
it,
use
but I don't
magic
know.
to read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you use magic to reader, you don't have like a firm knowledge of
it's
structure
not
and
like
everything like that. It feels less like a sentence and more like a statement or prayer or poem.
Oh, it's like a haiku, but
Does
not
it
like.
rhyme?
Oh my god! Casting
doesn't. I don't think
surpassed. It would have been better if it rhymed.
It rhymes in Netherese.
yeah, it probably does.
Uh,
Loses something in the translation.
But Shattered the Weave. So it could be Mystra was surpassed.
Well, Mystra would not be surpassed without tempting fate. Karsus mastered casting, but shattered the weave. Mystra would not be surpassed without tempting fate. It makes sense in common. I don't know how Netherese works. Look, I've got to figure out who's taken me and to where they intend to. So I'm going to work on that. But you know what? I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay, good luck on your
And
boat.
I'll pocket the sending stone, and I'm going to put a hand on Giuseppe's shoulder here. And I'll do I'm low on spell slots. I'll do a ritual cast of wait, do I still have
Identify?
Fuck. I'm not sure I actually have that spell. Yeah, I do. Okay. Do a
I think you
ritual cast of
ditched it for the
Identify
glasses.
to see if I can. No, I did hold that spell. I did hold
Okay.
because we didn't level up since I
All
got
right.
so yeah, I will cast Identify, ritual cast to see if I can learn anything else about the effect that he's currently under. And while I'm doing that, just kind of looking around. Also, getting a sense of, based on where the sun is in the sky and the time of day I think it should be, can I get a sense of what direction I traveled?
Of course. You have traveled far to the northeast. Oh, sorry, northwest.
Okay.
From looking at the sun. As you cast Identify, you get 2 responses from your Identify.
Mm-hmm.
This is a human male, and it is an illusion.
Putting my hand on it, it felt corporeal though, or my hand?
Yeah. You touched him to cast the spell. He's holding on to the ship.
How the fuck is it an illusion that I can touch? Remind me, before, did we establish with my glasses, was I able to read the Netherese book?
I don't think so.
Or I think it was like broken and fuzzy.
Yeah, because he doesn't know it.
All right. An illusion. Is the ship an illusion? I'm glasses on. I'm trying to analyze anything I can, get any sort of information I can.
The glasses keep flicking back and forth between illusion and ship.
am I not here? But if I'm not here, I'm using the sending stone.
So you hear a sound like gas escaping. And both Edgar and the ship have this kind of opaque black-gray smoke coming off of them. And they are slowly becoming see-through.
I'm going to kind of like close my eyes and put my hands in directions where there shouldn't be anything. I seem to be able to touch illusions if I close my eyes. Can I get a sense of, am I in a different space than I appear to be?
You close your hands and reach around, and you are not touching anything additional other than the things that you could see when your eyes are open.
All right.
And as you move around the ship, for a moment, your leg goes through the deck and then kind of comes back. And everything, the whole ship, Edgar, all of it begins to kind of flicker.
All right. Concentrate. And I'm going to use an ultimate to basically cast the strongest true sight type thing, like to cut through illusions as best I can. Just concentrating. I've got my hand on the weapon, the other hand holding the glasses, and I'm just trying to just cut through illusions and get some reality here.
All right. You cast the spell. You push through with your ultimate, doing your best to see whatever you can around you. And as Edgar's clam boat and Edgar begin to fizzle away and shimmer out of existence, for a brief moment, the realization hits you. Edgar, the clam boat, where you are right now, is a nightmare. And then you drop into the sea. As all of it disappears. It's a shock at first, and you're able to rise above the waves. And as you rise above the waves, you can feel the sun on your face again. In the distance, you can see what you presume is the distant shores of the Sword Coast. But the boat, the empty water, Edgar, it's all gone.
Wait. Any of this? Who was I talking to? Am I still able? I pull out.
Oh, you remember everything.
Sending
You
stone.
were not asleep.
I pull up the sending stone and call around again. Okay. Hey everyone, can you still can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes. Did you figure it out?
I think I figured something out. I'm not here.
He threw you overboard?
No, there was no there was, but maybe there was on shore. I'm dreaming but not asleep.
Are you okay?
Are you
I'm
safe?
very much not okay. I've been trying to express this for the last 2 calls. Yeah. I'm very.
Where are you?
I don't know.
Are you on a boat?
No. I seem to be in water, though I'm unsure. I might be dreaming, but still able to talk to you. apparently, unless you're not real. You're probably not real. Still, that would mean you're figments of my imagination, and so maybe you can help me help myself.
Yeah. Yep. Let's do that. Can you see any land?
It looks like Sword Coast. It's a bit far off. I can try to float there and hope currents don't wash me out, but I'll probably get exhausted and drown before I get there.
Do you have any potions of water breathing or
Ring.
Did you give me a ring of... Did you?
I don't want to talk about the ring thing, man. That was a long time ago. Some shit happened.
Yeah.
Some choices
I
were
don't
made.
think I have anything that would be useful for that I haven't already made use of or lost.
Gilvetta,
Uh-huh.
could you do a history check for me real quick?
Yeah, okay. That's another crit success. 22.
You remember that if Kashano is where he says he is,
Uh-huh.
he's probably in the territory of the Triton Nation. A
Oh.
nation that you have the unique ability to call thanks to an item that you have.
Holy shit. The fucking shell from so long ago.
That started the crap story.
Earlier this season.
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
That we've been at Strahd's for 8 years, okay? Jobetta's like, oh, shit. Kashana, wait. And she pulls out the thing. Hey, Triton boys, what's up? Homie.
You blow into it.
Yeah,
It's a horn.
I know. I just
Not a shelf.
that was my
Oh, sorry.
that was my flavor that I was putting on it. Clearly.
That's the sound it makes when you blow through it. It goes, what's up?
What's up?
It's your girl.
How's it going? Hey, yo, demons, it's your boy. Yeah, no, I blow into it.
All right. The sound resonates through the sending stones. And
Who's
in a
that?
few moments, a group of Trident soldiers emerge from the waters around Kashano. And in fact, Captain Delros is among them.
Oh,
Hey,
hey.
traveler, it's good to see you again.
Yes, okay, you remember me. Fantastic. Are you real? Am I real? I'm having a bit of a day.
Sir, I believe that we are all real.
I mean, I've believed that too and been mistaken. Can you...
Hey, Del Ross, Jobetta says from the...
yes.
Hello, Moon Priestess.
Hey, can you save my best friend there?
That would be fantastic. I'm not the strongest swimmer. I don't think I'm gonna get to shore. Can you help me not drown here? I can't breathe water.
Oh, of course. And he says something in Aquan to his soldiers. And eventually, a massive conical shell covered in seaweed that has like a nice seat in it comes up, and it is being pulled by an enormous sea turtle.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Comes up to the surface.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. Swim my way over to that and climb in. Okay. Thank you.
No problem at all.
May I borrow this to get to shore?
I shall send a driver with you. He will return it once he's done.
Thank you. Yeah.
Were you able to uncover any information about the missing people?
I'm so you better. Can you talk to this
Yeah.
guy?
Meh? God, I honestly don't.
That's
was
not
gonna- I was
It's
gonna
honestly
not
been
an
say,
so long.
encouraging sound.
I honestly don't remember. Like me, the player, doesn't remember What?
Is he talking about the dream thing?
No, I think he's talking about the kidnappings, which no, we haven't. Sorry, let me just cut quite to the quick. Haha. If you could hear finger guns through the phone, Shauna, there's finger guns. See, could your brain make up something like this? Finger guns.
Okay. No, not yet. There's been a lot going on.
Dealing with nightmares.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I ran into a snake person. He warned me not to sleep in the area. Things have been happening to people when they sleep and dream.
We already dealt with a thing that was manifesting nightmares into reality.
Did we deal with it, though, if this is still happening?
I don't know. This could be a different thing, or potentially the same thing.
Have you considered never sleeping again? Because it works great for me. This is exactly why I did this, because we were dealing with it a long time ago.
Wait a minute. Did I do my classroom trip yet? Is it
Not yet.
related? Okay, then never mind.
I'll let you know afterwards. There's paperwork.
They were having this problem in the Serpent Hills, and if extended out to where Kashana was, this is a large area.
This is the whole... Yeah. It seems like... It seems like the same thing, because it's very much not real, but it was real. Like the dragon, like the other issues.
Gilberta's like, man, we're still trying to figure all this stuff out. The point is, there's
Good news, we found our lost friend.
Well, all right, that's
Thank you.
fantastic.
We appreciate your assistance in this investigation.
anytime.
All right. So there's that. I need to get to dry land, preferably dry land that's real and exists.
Yeah, if you guys could get him to the shore.
Can you watch over him until we go pick him up?
I shall bring him to the nearest city shore. Would you prefer Waterdeep or Daggerford?
Probably Waterdeep.
Very well. I shall drop you off in Waterdeep.
There are people there at least. All right.
Well, they're not as many as there once were.
I say, yeah. What's the timing of the cutscene?
I mean, look, I'll let you guys figure that out.
Yeah, I like to think I wrapped that up just before we left for Strahd. So yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. So yeah,
all right,
take
sweet.
water,
So
Waterdeep.
I'm gonna go there and on the way, I am. You got Penn talking about Netherese shit. You got talking about crack of the weed. You got this sort of stuff going on. I'm busting out my translation book and I'm trying to get some info out of this thing about Netherese. And I'm if there's an index, I'm looking for like whatever the Netherese word is for nightmare, dreams, that sort of stuff. I'm looking for if there's anything in this book.
Give me a straight intelligence check to comprehend.
Straight intelligence check.
All right. You study it. You're not able to gather a whole lot, but the Netherese refer to nightmare not as an event or a thing, but a place.
Oh. Do I know anything from all because I had moved on to studying like the structure of the planes, the cosmic wheel and all that shit. Is there any realm of nightmare that I'm aware of?
There is a plane of nightmares. It is deep in the ethereal.
Okay. I know people who can talk about the ethereal. People know things.
Give me one more history check from anybody who wants to know this.
9.
Woof.
6.
Frazzled today.
Someone
Yeah,
got a 3.
back on the stone.
I got a 10.
I have a theory, or more of a hypothesis at this point. I think that, you know how universes collided? Well, planes might be colliding. The nightmare
good.
plane might be getting some overlap with ours.
Oh, good.
So, Pen, and it makes sense that you would know this. There is a group that is said to have traversed the plane of nightmares. They are known as the Night Parade.
I love them. I think. Are they evil? Are they good? What's up?
Not a lot is known about them.
You should ask that question before you say that you love something. I just want to point that
That's
out.
irrelevant.
Anyway.
I
Go
could have
ahead.
I can have an initial love and then realize you're terrible and be heartbroken.
Really good. I really love the name more than anything.
Yeah, right.
They are the Night Parade. What is known about them is that they have traversed the plane of nightmares, and it has changed them.
Are they like okay? Are they like
Jury's still out.
are they like just out there hanging out somewhere?
They travel from place to place, but they're a group of wizards that escaped the fall of the Netherese by living in the plane of nightmares.
Interesting. So yeah, I guess I'll get on the settings turn. I'll be like, Kashano, when I was a young boy, my father took me into Waterdeep.
Did not let me down.
God damn it.
Long story short,
I
though,
wasn't gonna do
I
it.
thought.
I'm glad you did it.
I've thought about joining the Night Parade, and they're a really interesting group. They've been to the Nightmare Plane, and they're not the same as when they went in. No one's really clear on exactly how. I couldn't glean a lot about if it was like good or bad, or they got super hot, or now they're like really messed up. It's really hard to know. But we could always look more into that when we get home if you want to know more about this. That's a good jumping off point for research. I have done my work for the day.
Parade. Wait, hold on. Parade.
Still stuck in a forest in a tomb.
Parade like a celebratory parade, or like a military parade, or like a circus parade.
Probably like all three, but like it could be any one of those. Is that helpful?
Is it the sort of thing with soldiers?
They're
or
adventurers, as far as I'm
clowns?
to understand. I don't hope they're that last thing. I would hope not. Are they?
Yeah, me too.
Is there any chance?
Should
It's
we-
probably not that. I know what
Should
you're
we-
thinking.
Focus on getting home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm still doing this
We're
puzzle.
kind of useless by ourselves.
Yeah, we're kind of useless together sometimes.
I just feel like we should figure out Penn's puzzle. Norbog is on her way to Dragonsphere Castle. Lilith and I are in the swamp outside Dragonsphere Castle. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yes!
Oh God! Right.
I think. Yeah. Look, for the record, Mistro would not be surpassed without destroying fate or something like that.
tempting.
Give it a try.
All right. if
Have
I'm
you tried
dead-
anything already?
Yes, but we don't have to talk about that.
Oh my god, how hurt are you?
Oh, is it a thing that hurts you? You're not able to just try shit?
I'm fine. You know what? I've still got
Put
one.
Tommy on the sending stone.
He is badly
okay?
injured.
No, Tommy.
Oh, how badly? Pen.
I'm fine. Look, I have a spell
A
slot.
blast of force from the pedestal
Tommy, shut
rocked
the
him
fuck
solid.
up.
Oh god. Is it
Really?
absolutely necessary for you to solve this puzzle? Weren't you supposed to find something dead?
I am in a secret place in the forest that you get lost in when you try to
distracted.
get out. So I will never be able to make it back here if I leave, probably.
Well,
You may never leave if you mess this up.
Yeah, I'm potentially
Tommy
in a
can bring my
secret place
corpse home.
somewhere in the ethereal nightmare realm. I don't know if any of this or any of you are real at the moment. So
You're fine.
I think withholding information to preserve your pride is not the grandest of ideas
It's
at the
more
moment.
just I don't want to worry y'all because I can just give myself some armor and do it again and again until I get it right. It'll be fine. I can sleep here. Tommy and I can hang out.
Until I die alone in the forest.
He's not alone. He's got
Yeah,
Tommy.
I've got Tommy.
Until he dies and Tommy.
And see, I
Alright,
can
well-
eat food out of the bag, and Tommy can suck me, and then we'll both live, and it'll be fine.
I'm just saying, if you
Saying
die,
that-
what
Tommy,
will
just
Big Sexy Bard?
Bring back his corpse.
Did anybody
Please.
find Big Sexy yet?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
At this point, Norbog, after traversing the forest with the Moon Knight,
Yeah.
you have come across Gilbetta and Lilith at the edge of the swamp, kind of making their way in.
Oh, hey, that was faster than I thought.
He enchanted
Wow,
me. He
we
gave
talked
me-
a lot.
He gave me 2 enchantments, and they made me go pretty fast. It was
Oh,
pretty useful.
Ooh.
Yes, we
Alright,
traversed the forest like proper knights. Nyanta.
Did you just wander around marshes looking for competent women to attempt to save?
I look for trouble, and I intervene where I think I am needed. Meow.
Okay. I want to go back to the castle. You can do whatever
yeah.
you want to.
No, it was no.
do.
I was only gonna do it because I just thought you were gonna take more time to get here. It's fine now. We'll just go back to the castle. Let's
We
just
can come
go
back.
No,
She
we'll
sounds
just
so
turn around and
disappointed.
Go back. It's fine. And Gilbetta just turns around and slumps her way back to where the fucking horses are.
Fucking sulks.
She's just kicking rocks. I don't know if there are rocks, but she's fucking kicking rocks. Oh,
Put it on the list.
From the skies above.
drag.
Perception check to look
Yeah.
up.
Can we all perception check as we look up?
The fuck was that sound? I feel like I've just left
Stone.
stone on speaker stone at
Yeah,
this point
speaker
because
stone. Yeah.
Don't worry
Speaker
about
stone.
it. We got it.
That's a
Because
26 perception
yeah,
from
I want to
Gilbetta.
try to keep a grasp on reality as best I can.
Betta, this sound and this silhouette
Oh no.
sends the
Mm.
chill up your spine because you're certain you've seen it before.
Fuck me.
And the last time you and Lilith saw this, you got very cold and everyone almost died.
Sure you will.
Oh, sorry. No way.
Dragon. Gilbetta
What?
says.
Where?
You see
Dragon?
the silhouette fly over you. It looks like the silhouette of a grotesque, giant, beastly looking white dragon.
It's the white dragon. That's the one that fucking fucked the city up, right?
Yeah, that's the one that just like killed so many
Yeah.
innocent
Yeah.
people. Oh god.
It's the dragon from the near Baldur's Gate, the place we went with the stuff.
Shelter.
We're fine. It's fine. Don't worry
Wait,
about it.
we
It's
call it
fine. We're
Enna's
all fine
people.
here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a big old white dragon.
Are we in the forest right now, or are we like in an open area? I just need to get a general
You're
sense.
at the edge of the swamp.
So we're still somewhat in cover.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
And Moon Knight. Have there been reports of this, or is this the first time you're seeing this too?
This is the first time I have seen such a thing. There are not usually dragons out here.
Yeah.
Is
So
here?
that particular dragon, we've seen before.
Is anyone writing it? Fuck.
It's difficult to see because it kind of passes over and like fades into the distance.
Yeah.
Well, I had my telescope.
How certain are we that it's
That's
real?
gone. I'm sad.
I mean, I certainly don't want to poke at it to find out.
Yeah, but I mean, Kashana's seeing things.
Not in that current condition.
All of the Serpent Hills are plagued by nightmares. This shouldn't be here.
It's the one that attacked in Boriskir Bridge. That's the place.
Probably shouldn't have been
Not
there.
that far
either.
from here.
Huh? What?
Boriskir Bridge, actually not that far from where you are right now.
Maybe it is real. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the City's phone's on speaker, it's like there's a dragon at Dragonspear Castle. Really?
Hmm.
Can you just solve your fucking puzzle and
Yeah,
get
Pen, focus
do
on your
whatever-
puzzle. If you don't get that,
Oh, sorry. Ooh.
MT Wormspit, somebody, can you go find Vakala Anna? We need him on the call right now.
I shall do so immediately.
Carmine. That was his guy. That was the red half dragon that was
We killed.
Well, we didn't. Well, we did, but
He dead.
well, yeah, well, because he got smacked by Daddy Dragon, and Daddy Dragon was like, "Fuck you, you fucked up," and
Who's Daddy Dragon?
call it Anna.
Oh.
Yes, what is it that you require?
Where would your former
Why
friend,
is
who's a white dragon?
Cryovane flying around above the world right now?
Who would be paired up with it right now?
Above the High Moor.
Cryovane.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing in the Sea of Moving Ice?
I'm not. I'm in the High Moor.
That is where Cryovane is, the Sea of Moving Ice. If you're in the High Moor, Cryovane should not be there.
Told you.
Are you certain? Because apparently they've run into him where we shouldn't have been before it. So
That is not his home. Cryovane went back to find his brother and father after I dismissed him.
hey,
Will it listen to you? Actually, never mind. Ignore me.
you might be dealing with a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be our first spectral dragon.
God, that sentence. What a sentence. Can we, all right. Well, let's just go back to the fucking cart. And
So we're waiting it out.
I mean, I don't want if it is real. I don't really want to fuck with it. It killed like 400 people in Boriskir
Yeah,
Bridge.
there's 4 of us right here, right now.
And even if it's not real,
Right,
I think
and-
it can do damage.
Yeah, and we still have we haven't had a long rest since.
I'm
Strahd,
tired as
so-
fuck.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. So we're waiting it out. I guess hiding.
In what manner are you heading towards the cart?
Do we have to? We can just stay here until it's gone.
Yeah, now
Up
that
to
you've
you
said that.
guys. Are you staying
Fuck
there?
You.
I mean, the horses are still alive, so they managed. They don't need us there.
Well, they just kind of fucked off. Oh yeah, that is true. If it's a nightmare thing, why would the horses have? Oh God.
Well, I
Horses
think
can
if
have
it's-
nightmares.
The way these nightmares seem to be manifesting is like everyone and everything can see it.
So we're all having the same dream.
No, I think the nightmares are coming into the prime material. An overlap thing. That's my best assessment at the moment.
Wouldn't that kind of be the same?
All right. So what do we do? Are we
No, 'cause
hiding?
you're
Pin, do
awake.
your puzzle. Are we hiding here? Are we staying here, or are we going back to the cart and booking it home? What are we doing?
Last time we were in a cart and a dragon was chasing after us. It didn't go so well.
How
I-
exposed are we here? What's what's
Yeah,
here
where are we
for
at?
here?
What's
we
what's
at?
the what's the over under on the canopy here?
It's not a super dense forest with it being a swamp, but there's enough cover that you're confident you can't be seen.
Does it look like it's, slowly drifting, like flying away? Like, is it leaving?
It drifts out of your view, and it hasn't drifted back in since the last time.
Yeah, just wait it out. I know, not the most exciting thing.
We'll just stay here until we're confident it's gone.
We are going to have to move at some point, though. I mean, we do have to get north to Kashano and Penn.
Yeah.
I mean, Kashano's in Waterdeep, so he'll be able to just port home, and Tommy and I can fly as soon as dusk, as soon as we get out of here. Y'all wouldn't be able to get to me anyway. There's no way to know where I am here.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay. Well, is he just kind of flying around, chilling? Is he doing anything? What is he?
Since the last time you guys saw him, when you rolled that perception check and you heard the cry, you haven't seen him again.
Make her run for it then.
Oh. Yeah, I think we just carefully go towards the cart. I think is and.
What spells you got? What sneaky spells y'all got?
Well, while you guys take some time to think about that, we're going to join it back in with Penn. Penn, while you're looking at your puzzle and the whole party's yelling at you to solve your puzzle.
Right? I've been nothing but helpful today, and everybody's yelling at me.
Do a perception check for me.
Oh, fun. All right. For the record, I cast Armor of Agathis. That's done. I did that while we were all talking.
Okie dokie.
Perception check. So, boop. That is a 20 perception, dirty 20.
You hear the crackling of fire outside this temple.
Tommy, do you know what that is?
It sounds like fire.
Yeah, it does. And I quickly lean over the puzzle, and I'm just like, okay. And I take everything that everyone has said to me, and I use my brain, and I feel the little like synapses firing off, and we're gonna try Tarsus mastered casting, but shattered the weave. Mistra would not be surpassed without tempting fate.
Dooming him to a fate.
Oh, thank you, Tommy. I love you. Dooming him
Nobody
to a
knows
fate.
what happened to Karsus.
What happened to Karsus?
Nobody knows.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said everybody knows.
Nobody knows.
Oh. Huh. And interesting. And I finished filling that out.
The sand raises and drains away from the centerpiece. And it reveals a scroll.
Oh my god. Is it open or is it rolled up?
It's rolled up.
I'm going to... Do I need to Indiana Jones this? Can I like do an investigation to see if this is a trap, or do I think that by doing that, we're good here?
The flames are louder and the room has risen in temperature.
Okay, I'm getting this. Let's just go. I'm going to take that. And also, as I grab it, I'm like, so I could have just dug all the sand out. And I grab it. And just for safekeeping, I'm actually going to shove that in my tome and just slam it in there. So I've got that and there's no way to lose it.
All right, you're not going to look at it or read it or anything?
I mean, if it's open, I didn't know if it was sealed. I'll take a quick look at it.
The building's on fire. You're going to stop to read the scroll?
Just asking.
I mean,
seemed out of character.
If it's something I can really quick just pop open to make sure it's not a, hey, if you read this out loud, the fire will stop. Scroll.
The scroll is titled in Netherese. The spell is called God Sleep.
Oh my god! On the sending stone. Guys, I think I'm about to be on fire, but I just found like the coolest thing ever.
Wait, you're on
I gotta
fire?
go. I love you all. Bye. And I put that in my pocket.
As he deactivates his stone, he accidentally ends the meeting for all of us.
Yeah.
As
You
he's
gotta
done so
restart the
many
call.
times before.
Ooh.
And yeah, so I'm like, okay, Tommy, we gotta go, I guess.
All right. You step outside and the forest is ablaze.
Oh, Tommy, I got this. You're not real. You can't hurt me.
The fire is black.
Your necromancy? I don't know. What am I looking at? I'm gonna go. I'm wearing armor of Agathis, so I'm gonna like approach a little patch of fire and just like tentatively stick my finger over it.
All right.
Oh no, he's gonna roll something. I can feel it.
You take 4 fire damage.
Okay, it's real. We gotta go.
Ow, it's real and it can hurt me.
All right. Well, Tommy, let's get out of here. Woo, what a fun day.
All will burn.
Who is that? Who are you?
I am the Flame Prince. This world shall fall to cinders.
You sound pretty hot. Hey, so can I leave? Please don't burn me. That'd be cool.
And you see through the trees an enormous swirling vortex of flames with an angry face.
I don't know why that made it funny to me. Yeah, no, would you believe it? We gotta go this way. We gotta go. I'm not very combustible anyway. It wouldn't be very fun to burn me.
And everything begins burning down around him.
All right, bye. And
you've seen this before.
Wait, what? Have I?
Yeah. You helped fight this alongside Gilbetta with a group of other adventurers.
Oh, shit,
This is
it's
Imix,
you.
the Flame Prince. But his flames are not the bright orange and red that they normally are. They're black and gray.
And as soon as I remember, I feel like my demeanor changes a little bit. I'm like, oh, you killed my cleric.
She got better.
and I'm just like, Tommy, how you feeling? You feeling froggy?
I'm feeling like we need to go home.
Fine. And I'll like turn heel and start to run, but I'll fire off an Eldritch Blast on the way out.
All right.
Fuck you.
He's chasing you guys.
Great. You're an asshole.
Are you running on foot?
No, I'm getting on my fell steed. My much faster than me fell steed by at least 10 feet.
All right. This swirling, angry vortex of flames is chasing you through the forest on your fell steed, with Tommy at your back in tow. Now, you can control your fell steed with your own magical knowledge. As a result of this, in the pursuit, this version of Imix the Flame Prince is going to throw 3 fireballs at you. And I would like you to use your arcane knowledge to steer your fell steed out of these fireballs.
Yay, quick time event. All right. So you want Arcana checks?
Yes, please. Give me the first one.
The first one is a 15.
All right, you dodge as a blazing ball of fire shoots past you and explodes against the trees.
Oh, that's not cool.
All
That's not
turn to cinders. The next one.
No. Not cool. 17.
You dodge downward as it flies over your head again, blasting apart another tree. And as you look back behind you, you can see Imix himself is beginning to fall to pieces. There's this gray-black smoke emanating off of him, and his form has begun to flicker and change transparent. You hear a sound like air escaping. Last one, please, as another fireball is hurtled towards you.
All right, that's an 8.
Okay.
So that one's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it smashes against the
Do we have
back
any
of your...
rerolls?
You have one.
Am I allowed to know how much damage it does before I reroll?
No,
It's a
Or is that
fireball.
just take it, man. It's a fireball. It's too much damage for you.
All right.
You're already hurt. Like,
I mean, I got armor back at this, but I'll take it. Reroll. Let's do Arcana again. Boop. That is a 17.
Whew. It
Thank
gets
you, everyone.
painfully close. You can feel the heat searing your arm as it goes past you. And then it blasts apart a tree. But as it does, and you look back at Imix seems to disintegrate and fade away into nothing. And the flames go out, and you rise above the canopy of the forest.
Okay. Fun. So now we know if you beat the shit out of the forest enough, it'll let you go.
Yeah, that was the lesson. that was precisely what you learned, and I'm not going to argue that at all.
Tommy, why? What was that? Okay, that was obviously a nightmare, but it
That
can
was
hurt you.
Bizarre. Yes, I could feel the flames. Could you not?
Yeah, I could. It and I kind of look, and I'm smoldering, and I'm just like.
So, if it
So
was a nightmare, why was it real?
I don't know, but I think we need to
should
get home.
Yes.
Oh, and there's like a little hug.
Grasps onto your waist tightly. And you
Oh.
fly off on his mount, headed home.
Yay.
Meanwhile, back at the swamp's edge, Kashano continues his safe journey home. Uneventful from now on. But Norbog, Lilith, and Jobetta are sitting at the edge of the swamp.
mm-hmm.
What you gonna do, guys?
Cast invisibility.
Yeah.
All right.
Someone put that cat in the bag unless he wants to wander out there and be a distraction.
He's probably just. I mean, I imagine he's gonna stay here, right?
Okay,
I could be a distraction if you require it. I am not afraid, Yanta.
It's
It's
not
a-
a matter of being afraid.
brave.
It's
It's
a
a-
matter of being killed.
Yeah, it's a dragon, bro.
Do not worry. The moon goddess will not allow me to come to harm. Yeah.
I don't know. The moon goddess likes Gilbetta a lot, and I've seen Gilbetta get hit a lot.
It doesn't really work like that. Necessarily.
It's like, will she though? It's like-
She's kind of like a let you loose, kind of.
She's got a hands-off approach when it comes to
Yeah,
godding.
it's like,
she's no helicopter deity, all right?
Yeah, it's like if you died, she'd probably be like, well, that sucks. So, I mean, I don't know that I would.
It is all right. I am very fast, and I have many spells at my disposal. Allow me to
Look.
assist you in whatever way I can.
Do whatever you want.
Nope.
Man.
I just think we're gonna have to move either now or later.
Yep.
It seems to have gone, so why don't we move
Yep.
now? So what?
That's
I don't
my-
have spells.
Okay,
What we
I'm
got?
casting invisibility on the three of us. Done.
Okay, then we go.
All right. And the Moon Knight runs off in the opposite direction, shouting, Nyanta, come at me, beast! And makes his way through the fields, kind of waving his sword and shield.
Well, he's very
Yeah.
enthusiastic, isn't he?
Yeah. I like him.
I heard cats have 9 lives. I mean, I'm sure he's got like 7 more or something.
You're just assuming that he's already died. Go, never, whatever. Whatever. Let's just go.
All right. You guys make your way up to the cart where the horses are still grazing.
Hey, guys.
Oh,
Hi, what's up?
We're gonna go.
We
What?
heard that bad noise again.
Yeah, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. So.
Where's that voice coming from?
Eh?
We're invisible.
What?
We're
Oh
invisible,
shit! Oh
Jobetta.
fuck! Right. Hey, it's me, Jobetta.
Oh, who's that? You sound
no.
like the person I talked to before.
Yeah, same one. I'm just invisible.
Okay, that's neat.
Do you know the way to anywhere?
back home.
Do you know the way?
What's home?
No,
Do you know the way? Just go follow that road.
Okay, we'll follow the road. We heard that scary sound again, so I think we'll go faster.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, dig that. Let's fucking go.
These poor horses are gonna die.
Yeah.
All right, saddle up the cart.
Yep. We going.
All right,
Yeah,
the
I'm
horses
not in the
bolt.
cart this time, just in case. I'm gonna fly near around it.
You're just flying alongside it.
Look,
Okay.
dude.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
We're
All right,
invisible,
Court-
but they can clearly see the cart because that thing's not visible.
Cart is racing. In the distance, you see the dragon roar across the sky. A sheet of ice shoots across the ground, and in a minute, it's turned from spring to winter. And you see the Moon Knight carefully running away from that scene as his little legs carry him as fast as he can, leaping from place to place, jumping high up into
God.
the air and flinging objects at the dragon to get its attention.
Holy shit. Yeah, all right.
He's not bad. He's pretty good at this.
Yeah, he's all right.
And then you hear a screech again. And the wings flap hard, and it moves quickly in your direction.
Fuck.
No beast! Me! Nyanta! And he throws more things at it, trying to get its attention, but it seems dead set on getting you. Dragon breath is headed your way. What are you gonna do?
Guys, the winter is coming.
Thaumaturgy, I can make a noise at a different location. Away from us. See if I can make it like scared away with like a fireball sound or something like that.
All right. You throw your thaumaturgy and make a fireball sound in another direction. The dragon is given pause and looks around. It stops, beating its wings.
I do
And
it
then
on the other side of it.
on the other, just
Yeah,
like
like
in
try-
another
not
direction.
Like
not
Wolf
us,
does it there. Jobetta does it somewhere over there.
Oh, are we confusing it?
Yeah, it starts to get confused and kind of flaps its wings in place for a bit. The Moon Knight runs up behind it, jumps up in the air and grabs onto its swinging tail, and then begins frantically climbing up the beast as it begins to swoop and change directions, frantic from its new passenger. The Moon Knight reaches into his various bags and just starts pulling out blades and sticking them into the beast, creating foot and handholds as he climbs up it.
Hey, fun fact, we're not invisible anymore.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm in the cart, so.
Yeah, well, no, because I forgot and I just
know
cast
where
a
we are
thaumaturgy on the spot. Eh. So, what's going on with the dragon?
So after you cast Thaumaturgy, the dragon catches a glimpse of you guys in the cart. And furious at its new passenger, it swoops down, and it looks like it's going to try and let loose another breath. Countermeasures?
Polymorph?
I cast an ultimate. I use my ultimate. I sweep my left arm out defensively.
Oh, yeah, girl.
And a huge briar of roses and thorns, like Sleeping Beauty's castle, comes up around us and creates a protective barrier around. Me, Angel, Betta, and Lilith, and the 2 horses.
All right, a massive briar erupts from the earth like a wall of thorns, and the breath just sheets ice all over it, making this crystalline briar in your wake.
It's
And
great
then-
because I don't have any more 4th level spells. Ain't no
Something
bug.
happens, and you hear a sound like air escaping. And gray-black smoke begins to emanate from the dragon as it begins to shimmer, seemingly fading out of existence. It lets out a final cry before just disintegrating, causing the Moon Knight to drop down to land down below. Fortunately, he always lands on his feet.
Oh my god.
Spectral dragon.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, Jabetta's gonna cast silent image of a little Jabetta among the treetops, waving goodbye and thank you to the Moon Knight.
He shouts back, "Moon Goddess's blessing, Yanta. I shall see you again."
It's a silent image, so it doesn't say anything.
The silent image does not respond. It's in the name. And with that, our tired, confused, and beleaguered team makes their way back home to the Avalon Knights Academy for whatever happens to be waiting for them there. We're going to take a break right there.
All right. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
I'm playing Ludima Razorclaw, an anthrofeline wizard who plays a magical harp.
Okay, but that's an elf.
Hey kids, are you tired of those boring old standard miniatures?
Where's that voice coming from?
It's not important. You can't defeat epic foes with normal heroes. You need custom heroes. And you can get all the custom heroes you need any way you want them at Hero Forge.
You hear that too, right?
Yeah, what is that?
Shut up, it's not important. What is important is that with the launch of Hero Forge 2.0 update, you have more customization options than ever. And now you can get them printed in full color.
It's just like I designed it!
Just log into HeroForge.com anytime, any place, even on your phone. You can make your heroes whatever you want them to be. Dozens of fantasy species, thousands of items to mix and match. Let you create virtually any character you can imagine.
An elephant man!
Wow, look, frog folk!
I made a giggle dog!
They even have robots!
A bald eagle riding a wolf carrying flamethrowers! So much freedom!
You can have your minis printed in a wide variety of quality materials, or download the STL file and print them at home. Oh, and did we mention that you can create custom images for your heroes and digital tokens for online games?
Wow,
Wow,
those Hero Forge minis
look
sound
so cool.
great!
You bet they are. Get your Hero Forge miniatures today. After all, you're gonna need them for what comes next.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
Get your Hero Forge minis today.
You know what? There's probably a platform out there where we could pretty simply, there's got to be something open source for creating fighting games, right? We can make a Mercs of Mischief fighting game.
Look, we got to come up with special moves. You can't just say it's a fighting game.
Well, all the special moves are built in. We just have to rip off all of WotC's IP.
I picture that Grubhub in the Forgotten Realms is delivered by a literal grub. And when you close the door, it hops up on 2 legs and dashes away.
Hooves Hub.
I don't.
I don't know what's better, the name or the silence that came immediately afterwards.
I was thinking
Just come up to your
fleet
window?
eat. Can you imagine an
The
army
men-
delivering
look,
one like taco to your door?
I think
Maybe.
that the Academy should corner the gig economy here.
I think it's
Let's do
Dimension
it.
DoorDash.
Dimension DoorDash?
Brandon, we can't hear you.
I think he said, "God damn it!"
That seems like a very Braden.
Now
thing
he's
to say.
flailing about. Even though we still can't hear
He's
him.
entering problem-solving mode.
He's cussing out something. Like, man, that was so easy.
I like when you like steal like a shitty truck from like some farm people.
Like,
Fucking every cop in the county comes after you guys. When you,
Vincent,
like, break out of a hospital, it's just like, well, I went over the bridge, they're gone now.
Like, seriously, Uzoff, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is like the fucking easiest shit. You have been programming Monopoly games since 1992. Alright? This isn't difficult. Why did you fucking whiff this so bad? Like, this is fucking inexcusable. In fucking 2010.
Still frozen on my side. I'm playing with a bunch of fucking ghosts, and nobody can complete this auction. I'm looking at a fucking empty auction screen. And this is all fucking Ubisoft's fault. You fucking shit the bed so bad on a game that was mastered before the fucking Great Depression. Holy shit! You could have fucking scratched the code.
It ain't over yet. I've played my Silver Flame Ritual card, which places a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. And if I play it with the Adamant cost, if at least 3 white mana was used to cast the spell, all of the creatures gain Vigilance as well, giving my token knight +1/+1 in Vigilance, along with both of my Basari lieutenants and my youthful knight. I'm doing the Yu-Gi-Oh thing. I place into play my Silverwing Squadron, a flying human knight. It has vigilance, so it does not need to tap to attack. When the Silverwing Squadron's power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures I control, Silverwing Squadron, whenever it attacks, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance, equal to the number of opponents I have. And that's you, Kaima!
Party pillows don't have to be weird.
They don't.
I know. They can be very weird. That's why I said they don't have to be.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're using a skeleton as a pillow, Skylar, what are you doing?
It's a what?
It's a pile of bones. It's not a pillow.
It's a friend.
It is calcium at best.
Ambush! Push!
No, please!
Ambush! Push!
Hey.
What are you doing?
You stop.
Why don't we're close?
Hello, who would like really hard mozzarella stick? I found them on the table.
That's wooden plank, you idiot.
This mozzarella stick is good for you.
Oh, I touched. Let me touch your face.
Caress me, sir.
I'm trying to, but your face is too far.
I spilled bodies everywhere. But I do know the solution. There's a business called Penn's Catering. Feeding hellspawn and getting bodies gone. Feeling swole.
Okay, I killed their healer. Good puppy. Good puppy. Oh, yes. you need to ride this out to its final tragedy. Like,
guys, I've been talking to this dog for a while, and he's got some good ideas.
I have a technical question. How short is that T-shirt?
It's a crop top.
You.
It's a crop top. It's not lewd. I'm sorry, my midriff is there. Don't shame me.
Are you a fucking roller derby chick in 1960s California? Why do you have a crop top?
Or alternatively, are you a volleyball dude in 1980s California?
Roll the dice if you dare. Let's go and find, protect, persuade, deceive. Let your party run free. You can't take back your choice in D&D. So go on and work together. Family of strangers. Help to get a
Lamentation for Jack McAllister, Morton and Tom, with friends to the mutilation. I spend my days drinking in sorrow, with acid-stained gold coins I pay. Let us never forget the party that died against the Black Dragon that day. La 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 la, my friends are all dead and gone. La 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 la, eaten by a big black dragon. A sorcerer who found his powers early on, blew up his family with a fireball. From that day was on the run. He wandered, he traveled, made his way every day town to town, learning new powers which he had found. A sorcerer's life alone, and no one did like him. Adventures and mayors and kings and queens loathed him for what he had been, a murderer of his own. Sorcerers know so few spells and cast them over and over again. Wizards laugh at their narrow list of magic which they repeat when they're fighting a monster, and do the same magic over and o'er. Thus they are a constant bore for adventurers in a fight. So Morton lived lonely in a cave in a hill far from town. Nobody liked him, never came round, oh he was depressed with spite. Then one day the goblins came, numbering near 2,000 strong. They attacked the town near Morton's cave, but nobody asked him to join the throng. The wizards weren't ready, their list of spells was just not right to win against so many in a fight, and the town began to fall. And Morton looked onward, he felt bad and he felt sad, teleported to the town so glad to see him in the thrall. Morton perched on the tower above, the goblin hordes outside the walls. He did what sorcerers do best, he launched a number of fireballs. 1 fireball, 2 fireballs, 3, 4, 5, and 6 fireballs, 7, 8, 9, and 10 fireballs. He burned the goblin ranks. Now Morton's a hero, he is loved for the victory. He's the fireball chief of the whole city. They praise him and give thanks. You sing about your unicorns who prance about the wood. Every little princess would ride one if she could. Some say there's no unicorns, they perished in some flood. But what happened to the Pegasus? The plural if you would. Pegasus is Pegasi, pronounce it how you please. Everyone sings of unicorns, but never Pegasus. Flying freely from the Alps onto the Pyrenees. Pega, 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 Pegasus. Pega, 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 Pegasus. When the floods did come to Earth so many years ago, there was a boat that held the zoo, but the unicorns didn't show. The Pegasuses flew away to mountains white with snow, and settled on a mountain top. Oh gods, it was so cold. Frosty blows and feathered wings make it hard to fly. If they stayed upon the land, they knew that they would die. They flew into the farthest, highest reaches way up high, and there they found a really big castle in the sky. Pegasus is Pegasi, pronounce it how you please. Everyone sings of unicorns, but never Pegasus. Flying freely from the Alps unto the Pyrenees. Pega, 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 Pegasus. Pega, 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 Pegasus. Around the castle giants stood, farming cloudy fields, proudly irrigating crops that giant farms do yield. The Pegasi then saw the reason for the flood and reeled. The giant farms were leaking rain, the clouds were never sealed. The giants didn't know that they had flooded every nation. They switched to hydroponics and stopped their irrigation. If it were not for the Pegasus evacuation, we'd be underwater now. What an irritation. Pegasus is Pegasi, pronounce it how you please.
All right, welcome back. It seems that nobody's dying quite yet, but hey, the day is still young. Before we get back to the action, let's take a moment to meet all of our players. Puck.
Hello, and welcome back to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I like to say that I'm a very lucky dungeon master because I get to play with all these cool people that just like give me really cool reactions and come up with cool ideas and theorize about the stuff I'm doing in the world all the time. And I like to take this moment to appreciate them and let them tell you about the cool things that they do on the internet. But before I do that, I want to appreciate our dear sponsors, Hero Forge. It's never been easier than before. You hop on a Hero Forge, the new update with 2.0. There's thousands of options available for you to make your own custom miniatures any which way you want them. You can even make your own custom tokens. Hero Forge sponsors us. They've really done a lot for us as creators. So if you guys, drop by, give them some love. Really appreciate it because they give us a ton too. So starting out with, we'll start with Penn today.
Hi, it's me, Noctum Sky. You can find me on YouTube. I do YouTube stuff. I have a YouTube channel. You should subscribe to it. And I've been doing daily uploads for, I think, a month now, and it's going surprisingly well. I'm playing a lot of Bug Snacks. People really seem to like Bug Snacks, so I'm playing through that one. I've got a cute Necromancer story also going on with Brilliant Shadows, a lot of stuff. So go check me out on YouTube and make sure to subscribe so you can see more of that content from me. If you want to see more of me here on the Mercenaries of Mischief channel, though, we just dropped another episode of Necronoms yesterday. I cooked drow mushroom steaks. They were not good, but that's fine. I don't like the texture of mushrooms, so they're probably good if you like mushrooms. But, it was fun. The time lapse is very satisfying, I gotta say. So go check that out if you want to see me talk about how much the mushrooms are juicing everywhere and all of that, because that happened. And
Tell him everything he did wrong. It's the only way he'll learn.
It truly. Anyway, go check that out. Like it for more and let me know what you thought. And that's me.
Thank you so much. Next up, we'll go with Lilith today.
Oh, okay. Hey. Hi. Dipper Dog here. Play as Lilith, the little not so quite here tiefling. So yeah, on the Mercs of Mischief on Sunday, and also do girls' night on Trash Bin on Friday nights, and I also do YouTube. If anyone wants to like, see a 3D Lilith talk to you back while playing games, or a little puppy, or whatever random character I build that will like, blink and talk while playing games. And what game will I be playing? I don't know yet. I mean, I got the Spider-Man one, Miles Morales. Yeah, he seemed pretty cool. I'm still trying to finish up Night in the Woods. I'm on the Bay route. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys want to see me play games, trust me, I got more energy.
I was gonna say, you're really selling the excitement
Yeah,
on this.
I know. I don't know what's up with me.
It's okay. I'll give you another near-death experience. It's gonna give you a shot of adrenaline.
Yeah, okay, hi, and bye.
All right, thank you
Little
so
cow.
much, Lou. Check out Dipper Dog 15. All right, next up, we've got Kashano. Tell us about yourself.
Hey, I'm Jonathan, also known as the Mad Maker, also known as the producer here. I do other stuff on other parts of the internet, though. And you can find all of that in my link tree, which I'm sure that somebody's going to prompt in the chat. I also want to point out, for those of you who might be new here, the rerolls and the ultimate abilities, those are things that we get from all of you, from your generous donations, from hitting the tip button below in the information. What is the command on that menu?
Tip. Yeah,
the,
menu.
the highest one that you can get is purchasing a cutscene for one of our players. You can also get that by joining our highest tier of Patreon, which one person has. And that person gets to assign a cutscene each month. And that is Skylar, who has assigned their scene this month to Sky. So we'll get to start a new adventure with him. Interested to see what that is. The way that works, though, basically is once there's 5 cutscenes, that completes a story and something fundamental changes about the world. So, for example, the thing that I changed is I created a town populated with basically a bunch of refugees from Waterdeep right near the academy. And there's actually a role-play server for that. So if you check out our Discord, or maybe somebody will drop a link to that Discord, the Copper City Roleplay Discord. It's a new town springing up in the Desserin Valley where you can bring your characters. They've got a government and all that sort of stuff. They're self-organized. I love it. It's very fun. You should check it out. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, check out Copper City. There's a whole thing going on with that. And also we'll go to Norbog. Tell us about yourself.
Hi guys, I play Norbog. My name's Arcady, and you can find me hanging out on the internet, usually on Twitter. My Twitter is Arcady Cosplay because, hey, I make cool things and play dress up in my spare time. And hey, in that same vein, I also have a cosplay show over on the Mercs YouTube called Running with Scissors, where I teach you very accessible and affordable cosplay tricks. And you can catch me here on Sundays, and on Wednesdays, I just started Class Trip, where you can see me trying to keep 4 very sassy students alive. Oh boy, the party mix of that group is a little concerning, but we're gonna do it. I believe in us. So on Wednesdays, you can see me having a tiny existential crisis while I keep our beautiful guests alive. And Fridays, you can catch me over on Mom's Trash Bin playing Fire Emblem with Puck. Yeah. That's what I'm up to.
Thank you so much. I look forward. Look, nothing bad is going to happen on a Wednesday. I'm planning a very casual, very simple day. Last but not least, we have Jabetta. Tell us about yourself, Jabetta.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Jabetta. I do stuff. I'm here. I do stuff, and these guys do stuff. And you should watch the stuff. We got YouTube shows. We got Sky. He cooks, and he doesn't know how. He's already told you about that. And then we got Arcady, who actually knows what she's talking about on her show, where she builds stuff, and she's like, "Hey, you want to build stuff? I'll show you how to build stuff." And then you can also, she teaches you like little tidbit things that can apply to other stuff too. It's great. Go watch that. And then Sean is like, you modules. You want to homebrew stuff? I can show you how to homebrew stuff and take stuff from real stuff and put it in your homebrew stuff, like the real modules, and you put them in your homebrew stuff. And then we got World Weavers, where we just fuck shit up and to make a world and shit. And then you just watch that shit, and then you fucking watch Trash Bin, and then you're a fucking hero.
So you can be our hero by watching all of the shows.
Yep.
And like and subscribe and do all that other fun internet
And
stuff.
if you have friends and you're like, hey, Samantha, do you want to be a hero today? And Samantha says, of course I want to be a hero. And you say, Samantha, watch this video and you'll be a hero. And that's how you make
will win
you and all
D&D.
your friends be heroes.
That is the guarantee.
Thank you, Samantha, for listening to your friend Claire and becoming a hero. And that's going to blow somebody's mind someday.
How did I know you were going to make me go last?
I don't think I've had you at the last run for a while, so I figured I'd put you in today. All right. Let's get back into it, shall we? So, long trip, weird trip, but you all find yourselves kind of slowly making your way back into the academy one by one, and you've all made it safely home now.
Yeah, I think I would have just taken the portal back to get to the keep, but that would have involved walking through the city a bit. How does the city seem? Is Waterdeep doing all right?
It's a lot of signs that people are looking for workers. They're all over the place.
Oof.
A lot of businesses have shuttered down, and there's boards on the windows. It's a little bit like reality, but it's
Before I pop back out, I leave I kind of have just a quick discussion because I just got to distract myself from this. So this is a good distraction with Lucas and Rodney, the former thugs of the Black Hand.
Yeah. Hey, boss. Good to see you coming by again.
Yeah, I've it's been a wild time. Things holding down here pretty well.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. We were doing some work for that butler guy, and he's pretty nice. He feeds us good meals. We take care of any guests comes through.
What's the status on the Corvan network? The housing for those in need.
It's doing pretty well, although a lot of it emptied out the other day. Some guy named the Copper Lord took a bunch of people to another place.
What?
Copper Lord?
Copper Lord. All right.
Yeah, a bunch of people came out of those places and went over to some new town. Copper City is what they called it.
Wild. Find out what you can about this Copper Lord, for one. See what sort of information's available, sort of in the underground, what sort of rumors are going around. I'd like to learn more.
Sure, I'll see what I can dig up, boss.
Also, keep an eye out for maybe small local businesses, things that are sort of opportunities drying up for people. This new town popped up. Wait, hold on. Is that the town? They started just like kind of building a town. We were asked to sort of help out with it.
Yeah.
Like right next to the academy.
I think that's the place you're talking about.
Interesting. Well, hey, we'll let them know there's opportunity. And we might be interested in investing in some business.
Yeah, sure. There's a lot of people coming in from surrounding small towns and buying up the new real estate in Waterdeep. So, if anybody gets bought out, I'll send them your way. Or to that town.
Keep an eye on that, too. If
Sure
there's
thing.
anything suspicious about the patterns, are they all put in sort of shell names? That sort of thing. It smells
What
like
kind of name
Zelos.
is a shell name?
Like conch or mollusk. Just,
Okay.
The whole thing stinks of Zelos, and keep an eye on that guy's actions.
Sure thing, boss. We'll let you know if anything fishy happens.
Love it. Love it. Love having people to riff with. It's always good. All right. See you. And I'll go through the...
Take care, boss. Thanks for coming to visit.
Yeah, when I portal back, I'm looking to see if anybody else has got...
You arrive back home. The next person to arrive would be Penn.
Perfect.
Because he's the closest and he has the fastest form of transportation out of the group. The last to arrive would be Jobetta, Lilith, and Norbach.
I think as soon as Penn gets back, I'm like, oh, good, you figured your thing out. Okay, look. We need to crack into this book.
Okay. Can we... I'm very hurt. Do we have something I can drink to fix that at the very least before we start messing with things that'll stab us in the mind?
I mean...
Do we keep potions of healing behind the counter?
MT, do you have anything?
I'm afraid I do not have anything in stock. If you're looking for potions of healing, you should check with Whistlelip.
We're
gonna stay in the tower here.
Saunter over.
All right, look, you take care of that. Have everybody
got you, buddy.
Meet me over in the war room. It seems like the safest place. I'm gonna start poking at this. And I will head over
safe.
into the war room. And yeah, I'm cracking out the translation dictionaries, and I'm starting to work my way the most slow and painful way possible. Try to start to translate some of this shit.
All right. Working through the careful translations.
Yeah, specifically looking for information about the Nightmare Parade.
There's not a lot about the Nightmare World in this book. Just a little bit about where it's located in the deep ethereal. There is a warning that illusion magic is real when cast in the deep ethereal of the Nightmare Realm.
We have a reroll.
Ooh.
Illusion magic is real when cast in the Nightmare Realm. Is there any information about Karsus in here?
Not a whole lot beyond the legend.
All right. So, yeah, once everybody else kind of makes their way in, I'll have questions, but I don't know if anyone's doing it.
All right. So eventually you guys all kind of return back to the academy. Things seem to be operating at normal levels.
What
Everyone
time
seems
is
to be
it
happy.
when we get back?
By the time you guys get back, it's late in the evening.
Okay. Shabata probably is probably gonna go in the crab shack and get some freaking food. And probably also maybe a drink.
Absolutely. There is, once you get back into the crab shack, that night, there is a bit of a celebration as Tommy's home.
Yeah.
People are pretty excited. So Cookie has prepared a kind of a lavish feast for everyone. There are little crabs running about the crab shack, serving plates of food to everyone, taking care of everything. And there's an enormous spread. There's beautiful, bottles of wine on tap, kegs of specially crafted ale by Melissa and William are being brought out, and there's a big party and celebration going on. What are you guys doing?
That sounds fun, but also right now exhausting.
Yeah, did I get any healing potions from Whistlet when I went to go check him? Because, well, first of all, as soon as I was out of sight of Kashano, there's a quick moment of realizing, and like I tuck in a corner, and I need to. What is this thing I got? I have no idea how to address this because I have no idea what it is.
It's a spell scroll.
Oh shit!
The spell is called God Sleep.
What'd it do?
The spell is described as the ability to put a deity to sleep.
Do I think I'd be able to cast this? Like, is this within my capability?
You don't know. This seems far beyond anything you've ever done.
I'm copying that down at the nearest convenience.
This is a higher tier of magic than you have ever been exposed to.
Holy shit. This is exciting. Holy ow. Everything hurts. Okay, back to getting what I was doing. And I roll that up and tuck that very tightly to my cloak. And I'm like, yeah, I just whistle it. Whatever you have, the strongest thing, I need it. So I can go help Kashana read a book.
The hottest thing I got right now was liquor. You guys tapped me out before you went to Barovia. Hey, good work getting Tommy back, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I'm very happy about that. I'm so hurt.
I'm sorry about that, but Jobetta and everybody else just showed up. She's pretty good with healing. Maybe she could help you out.
She's got more important things to worry about, I'm sure. I'm gonna go sit in I'm gonna go Crab Shack, see if there's food there. Maybe that'll help. I gotta go.
Yeah, rest up, kid. You look like you had a hot day.
Hey, all right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
It was the A for me that really did it.
And yeah, I'll just go slump in the Crab Shack somewhere near Kashano and just be like, "All right, buddy, I'm
not
here."
in the Crab Shack, my man.
He's not in the Crab Shack.
In the war room where he told you to send him.
All right, Cookie, please tell me this food is like the good food. You know that good food. Wink, wink.
Cookie has pulled out all the stops. This is a lavish feast. There's all kinds of stuff. Cookie's got the stew buns out. He's got a big, beautiful maple glazed ham sitting on the table. He's got phyllo dough spinach wraps on the table. They're done up in little squares with cream cheese in the center. He's got. Wait, what?
That's kind of what that is.
Okay. Yeah, so he's just got all this stuff laid out. It's all kinds of things.
Do my wounds magically knit back together when I eat this food?
No, but you feel a little better and at rest.
All right, this is better. I should probably take Kashana a plate. Hey, are they? And I'm looking around for Jilbetta and the others.
Yep.
Norbog and Lilith.
Unless Norbog and Lilith took off to another direction, they're there.
Norbog is not. Norbog doesn't feel like partying. Because Norbog's had a rough day.
Okay.
She has to go apologize to Kashano too. So if she's heard that Kashana's the war room, she'd skip the party and try to catch him.
All right.
Yeah.
So unless Lilith says otherwise, it's Jilbetta and Lilith.
Well, I was hoping that what was happening was I was catching y'all when y'all got home. But if that's not the case, then yeah, because I was just gonna say I'm not staying. I'm grabbing food and leaving. Like I'm not hanging out. But I wanted to make sure y'all knew that was in the war room. But if she heard before she got there, then I'll just tell Lilith and Jilbetta when they come in the door.
You probably snagged us as we got in the door and you were like, there's food. And I was like, and Kashano. And I was probably like, Kashano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, apparently he's got some stuff we got to figure out. I know. What a day.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I guess Gilbetta will follow suit and go to the war room soon thereafter.
All right. Lilith, are you heading to the war room as well?
You're muted.
I hear you.
Cast
There's
silence
no
again on that.
rest for the tiefling.
All right.
Bottle to go.
So Tommy takes the time to rest in the Crab Shack and say hello to all of his friends. And you guys are the Mercs team, as tired as they are, make their way to the war room to try and figure out what the next thing is. In the
like
war
Norbog
room,
arrives first.
yeah, Norbog arrived first, but Kashano, I will tell you when you arrive in the war room, Marcus Phoenix's cloak is laid out on the table in the war room.
MT, who how'd this get here?
I had placed it in the war room after I heard that you arrived home. I believe this was in line with his wishes.
Do we know what happened to him? Where he
I'm
was?
afraid I do not. He does not appear to be in this plane any longer. Or if he is cloaked from detection.
I don't know. Made his choice, I suppose. For now, I'll just fold it and kind of set it on the side of the table.
Well.
But then, yeah, crack open these books. I mean, I probably like when Tommy and Penn came in, I was like, all right, Tommy, glad you're alive. Please let us know if anything feels weird. There's a lot going on. You don't know anything about a pale-faced man with an uncanny smile?
I'm afraid I do not. But now that we have some time, I should tell you one thing. Strahd was not the first person who captured me. I was sold to him.
By who?
I do not know. But they took a lot of my blood.
You gonna look at him?
I never saw their faces. They were hidden behind black masks. I could probably find them by smell. But they were very talented. They knew what they were doing. They escaped my detection. They knocked me out. They took a lot of my blood. When they were done with me, they sold me to Strahd.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, if you think of anything else relevant, please let us know.
I will let you know as Dull comes back. I am still very exhausted from the ordeal, but we will have our celebrations tonight and worry about more serious things in the future.
Sure. Need a shave. Yeah, all right, yes. Please, go celebrate, relax. I've got to figure something out, though. I've got to figure a few things. We've got to figure some things out. And I, of course. Yeah, that's when I was straight over to the war room. So when Norbog arrives, I'm just like, the cloak is folded, but book's open.
All right. Norbog, you are the first one to arrive.
I, open the door very quickly, but kind of draw back and knock so that he knows that I'm there.
Oh, yeah, this is your space as well.
I mean, okay. Are you okay? I think I have some ointment if you need of healing.
Oh, I'm a little banged up, but a lot worse. Oh,
sorry for the banged up.
It's not your fault. You have nothing to be sorry for.
It is my fault. I wasn't strong enough. I know I'm strong in different ways, but I've failed. I'm so sorry.
I'll close the books. Norbog, I know. Was that a new thing for you?
I mean, I know what I'm capable of. I know what I am and how strong I am. I know it's there. I rage pretty well, but My parents and I fight so hard to not be mindless beasts, and yet there it is. Mindless beast.
Hardly. You think me a mindless beast? Certain nefarious forces can overwhelm us, and it's not your fault. It doesn't define you, and it doesn't make you any less, and it doesn't make you any weaker. It's terrifying. Believe me, I went to great lengths to try to avoid such a fate, and it didn't seem to do much good. But what did good ultimately was having others around.
That's part of the problem, though. It's not just that I'm afraid. I saw the look on your face. I never want my friends to look at me that way. So I can tell myself all I want, that I know who I am, but it does not change the fact that you looked at me like that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Why? You shouldn't be. That's the correct
For the
response
misunderstanding.
to a giant monster bearing down on you.
You're not what I'm afraid of. Did you ever meet Radan?
I've heard a lot about him, though. Apparently he's pretty strong, too.
Very much so. Actually, an international pit fighting champion.
Wow.
And that barely scratches the surface of the things he was able to accomplish, but his mind was taken more than once. And though many wouldn't know it, would probably disagree, he's one of the most intelligent people I've ever known. It's nothing to do with you. It's 100% just fucking injustice. I thought for a long time that somebody had turned against me. And then I learned that that's not the case. That someone else took their mind. And as far as I know, they're still out there. And what we've stumbled into here may or may not, I don't know yet, be a way to get them back. The point is, it doesn't make me think any less of you, and it doesn't make me fear you. It was a moment where you weren't you. And that's terrifying for you must.
Thank you. I'm still sorry for it, though.
Your apology is accepted. You are instantly forgiven.
Thank you. I just don't want to hurt any of you. Stomach turning, and I wish I could have turned my weapon on myself before turning it on you or any of you.
Please don't do
that. You could ask me that, but you know I will. But thank you. I dig through my bag and they're a little stale, but Mom gave them to me before I left. Do you want a cookie?
You can't read Netherese by chance, can you? I feel like we already had this conversation.
Absolutely not. We have had this conversation. I think you want Penn. Penn's way smarter.
Yeah, he seems a little overwhelmed by situation.
He looked a bit beat up. I think if we could all probably just use a good rest, if it's safe to even have a rest anymore.
Well, that's why I wanted to come here. This is the safest place that I know of.
They
This
were
room
right
is very
behind me. I kind of just took off, but Gilbetta and Lilith are back too, and I saw Pen downstairs. I just wanted to catch you first.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll make it in here eventually. Did you... So what exactly did you all experience? Was it a thing that someone had seen before? Was it a thing that no one had seen before?
You mean the dragon that wasn't there?
Yes, it was a
And
dragon.
at this point, we'll say that Pen, Gilbetta, and Lilith arrive. So they can
It was a dragon.
shed light on this.
It was a great white dragon that apparently they recognized, and I point to Lilith and Gilbetta, that they had seen, but I
What?
haven't.
Oh.
Dragon that wasn't really there.
The
Oh, we're
dragon
already
was-
into the. Oh, okay.
Was something from your past? Yes. Here's my theory. Here's my working hypothesis, right? As I said, I think the nightmare realm is bleeding in to the prime material realm, and I think this is what we've already run into in that town. Everything was the nightmares and the memories of the people in the town, right? Somebody had to be triggering it.
Didn't we kill them though? We found who was triggering it. Right.
We found someone that was utilizing it, not necessarily who was making it. I think we were quick to assume that. Pen, did you run into something that you were familiar? Because what I ran into is not anything I remember.
That you were.
I ran into a variation of a being that attacked Gilbetta and I and a couple students a while back. Prince of Fire, and I kind of glance over at Gilbetta. He was different though, not quite the same, but he still hurt.
Yeah, you look a little rough.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's fine. Also, Kashano here, and I push a plate on the table, and I notice the cloak, and my brain kind of does some calculations because this isn't where I told my cat to bring it, but I'm just like, okay. And I don't say anything. I just like think about it as I push the plate towards him.
Yes, thank you.
Gilbetta will pull Pen in for a hug
Oh, hey, bud.
and then cast Cure Wounds. That's...
Town, there was sort of a proximity limit. There was like an invisible barrier. I'm guessing from the person generating the thing, or from the origin. These are just wild guesses at this point. Did your things disappear as you got a certain distance away from where you first saw them?
Yes.
Yeah, it kind of fizzled.
Went away and then came back.
Yeah. But yeah, it did definitely.
Because I seem to... I don't know how relevant it is, but my best guess is that the gentleman I set sail with is a memory of someone in the town. That it is about.
Potentially, maybe.
And then I got far enough out to sea, it dissipated, or perhaps it was because I was looking into it. The point is, we need some way to... Fuck. Pen, we need to read this book.
Let's do that. Hey, I know y'all probably don't feel terribly safe. I don't know if I do either. Sleepover? In the war room? Sleepover?
I mean,
Should we take shifts?
I don't sleep, so I can just do the whole thing.
Yeah.
It'll just be, well, I guess it's still a sleepover, and I'll just read with Kashano until we can't read anymore.
I don't see myself sleeping anytime soon.
Oh, right. That. I have something very serious to talk about.
go on.
I'm almost loath to even bring it up, but I mean, you all need to know. And I pull out of my cloak a scroll, and I kind of lay it on the table and flatten it out. This is a Netherese spell scroll. This is stronger magic than what's even capable by most people right now,
Well,
by what I
hell.
understand.
Wait.
What does
And
it
it
do?
puts gods to sleep. And I think that literally. I don't think it does it like... I don't think it's like the big sleep. But like...
Wow.
Temporarily?
For
And
how
you-
long?
Yeah.
I've never tried to cast this, and also I'm concerned about casting it. I'd rather ask my patron about this kind of thing before even attempting it. Plus, also, I don't want to go trying to put a god to sleep and it not working, and then them realizing, and there aren't really any gods I really need to put to sleep right now either.
Well, what happens when that god wakes up, too?
Yeah, right. So that's the other thing. But this is a living, well, not a living relic, but it's an existing relic of something like ancient. This is powerful magic.
We need to put
Is that
that
something to do with
somewhere.
I would like to hold on to it. Is what? Karsus?
Does that
Karsus
something
was
to
a
do with
part.
Caucasus?
It was in his temple. Something about that riddle that you all helped me with to varying degree. No, you were all very helpful. Something about that. I'm not sure. It's Netherese magic. It's amazing. It's fascinating. It's horrifying. But I think that if anything, that book may shed more light on something about this.
Yeah. There's only one god that I can think of that Caucasus would be looking to put to sleep.
Yeah. And I do not want to get on her bad side.
No.
Wait,
quite
who?
the contrary.
Who? I don't know.
Oh.
I don't.
Oh,
I don't
right.
pay attention to the god. They don't bother me. I don't bother them. What are we talking about?
But they will bother you. But I
Miss-
bother them, so it evens out.
Yeah, Mistra.
Okay.
Mistra, yeah.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing that he wants to put Mistra's?
So the long story short, he cast a spell. Big old powerful spell. Broke the weave, which broke magic. Mistral died, and then Mistra was created from magic bits of Mistral, basically, with the help of Selune. Hey, Killer Selune here.
What? No.
Gotta put that god plug in there whenever I can.
Mistra fixed the weave and made it so that there's only so powerful of spells that can be cast like ever anywhere, so that couldn't happen again.
So do we like Mistra or do we not like Mistra?
I love Mistra.
Okay.
She's a real big friend of Selune.
She is magic. Mistra is the reason the weave exists.
She is the goddess of magic.
So generally, yes, we do. But also she is the one governing how powerful magic can be, which in, retrospect is actually keeping it safe, theoretically.
Yeah.
From breaking.
Magic is very complicated.
It is, but it's so great.
MT, is this room a blind spot for gods as well?
I'm afraid it is not. I could attempt to make it so.
That's not. I
Well, I think it's a little late for that.
You guys better get real cool about a whole lot of stuff real quick.
Nope, we're not doing that. We are not doing what you're doing there.
Oh, just talking? That's praying. I'm just talking.
Yeah,
We're
but
not
the way your tone was very.
Oh, no, I'm not threatening them. I just meant about the fact that we were talking about it, period. I'm not like, oh, I'll make you take a 5-minute nap and then you'll eat my ass.
I feel like Jobetta can feel Selune going,
Between that scroll, this book and everything we've learned, we're getting in a little outside our pay grade.
Yeah, I don't. This is not.
You guys get paid?
Well, I don't know about you. I think we're overdue for a promotion.
Oh.
Pen. Let's read this fucking book.
I thought you were going to give me the promotion. Damn it. All
Keywords
right,
I
yeah,
wanna
let's
look
read the
for-
book.
Keywords I want to look for here are Mistra. God sleep. Yeah, see if there's anything else that can be figured out about the Nightmare Parade, although that wasn't really mentioned that much. And I'm also specifically looking for any mention of Kismet or something that seems like.
Before we start reading this, I will look at the party and be like, so the last time I read this got real weird. So can any of you help
What does
me?
real weird mean?
Yeah, can you
You're gonna specify.
find that?
Sorry, my brain got weird and I saw visions and it was the kind of weird like I knew something was trying to like not necessarily manipulate me but claw at my mind. So anybody got anything for that?
Let's just
anybody
say this. If
an
either of us
Advil or-
start to seem erratic, I want you, and I start to look to Norbog, I want you to, and then I think better and I look to Jill better. I want you to just knock us out.
Wait, what? You could just restrain me. I don't need head trauma.
Knock you out. Got
Yeah,
it.
but then you're gonna
done.
turn into a block of ice or some shit. Like,
That's pretty helpless too.
I'll take Pen and restrain him. Gilberto, you knock Shano out.
Yay. Actually, you can just tie me up. I can read without my hands. Somebody just be my hands. Oh, handy. And I pull him out of my hat and sit him on the book. Like, all right, somebody tie me up.
Can I knock him out yet?
So who's going to tie Pen up?
I don't. What the fuck is happening?
I will type
What
into
is
a chair.
happening?
Okay.
All right. Oh, my nose itches. Oh, no.
Again with the big sub in.
Ugh.
All right. Yeah. What can we get from this here book?
All right. Songa, please. I'm in the middle of something.
MT, please.
Songa.
Can you quiet the cats? They're very distracted.
I'm sorry. They seem to be.
Whisper.
they
When
seem
did you
to be
get
excited by the book?
Whisper? When did Whisper come?
Have you fed them?
I shall put out a bowl of milk. So,
Milk's bad for. All right, whatever.
Okay.
Hang on.
They're going to poop everywhere.
Grab my crybaby for a second.
He's-
All right. So
He doesn't know. Is it?
reading the book, Ben.
Yep, here we go. Let the
Okay.
demons into my eyeballs.
So the book details a lot about magic. It says that the constraints of magic from your average spellcaster are not a wall, but an obstacle, one that can be circumvented under the correct circumstances. Mistra is a curious goddess. If your curiosity feeds into hers, she can grant you passage to the higher levels.
Wiggling in my chair.
I
God.
assume you're communicating all this? Or are you
I'm
keeping it to
reading
yourself?
in your brains, so you can hear me reading as we go. Unless you like don't want me to.
Maybe not everyone. There's someone in
This
that-
method is a passage to magics that have the capability to rend reality.
I don't like that as much.
This is the chronicle of how I gained Mistra's favor.
I was going to ask if what perspective this is written. So it is first.
Is this Karsus? Who wrote this? I try to flip to the front, and I'm like, Handy, just flip. What author?
Galphus Goo is the author, but it's a pseudonym.
Galphus Goo.
Wait, what's Karsus? There's no G in Karsus or Goo.
There's no goo in Karsus.
All right, anyway.
The book continues to detail a long and exhausted method of basically extensive magical research into not necessarily exceeding the current base power of magic, but taking ideas of what magic can do and expanding that into new realms.
Yes, who wrote this book? I love them.
It talks about how dragon's breath is a magical component of a biological function. The damage and effects of dragon's breath can seem magical and in many ways can be reproduced by magic. However, they are biologically produced by dragons. It is for this reason that many Dracoliches are able to have access to the breaths that they had in life, but no others. They magically reproduce them. They do not biologically produce their breaths anymore.
Wow.
Thusly, it stands to reason that a Dracolich probing the same ideas of magic could reproduce new kinds of dragon breath. One theory is that a breath that nullifies magic entirely.
I don't like that.
The author talks of his success in reproducing every existing type of dragon's breath and combining them into new spells.
Ooh.
He firmly states that he has been able to do this thanks to Mistra's blessing. Research and exploration are the key to Mistra's heart. And once you have access, there is no limit to what you can accomplish with the magic. And that is all that the book is willing to share with you.
Is there anything...
Okay.
Is there anything about universes, timelines, a thing being many things at once? Does anything explain this? And I draw out my weapon and get fucking whatever comes out of it.
Kashano, I think you may be a new precedence for magic and multiverse, and I think you're a new example of something that's never happened before in our knowledge. This is a very tied up pen.
There's nothing. I mean, this is the oldest book I've seen. Actually, I don't know if I was old, but the things it's talking about are old. If there's nothing explaining what's wrong with me,
unfortunately not.
Because lately I've been able to do I mean, you saw, well, you didn't see it, but you saw the aftermath. I just fucking rearranged the bricks in Strahd's castle. That's not a thing that I've ever been able to do. I don't think that's like an impossible thing. I stabbed a hole in space more than once.
You kicked us all out into different planes of existence itself.
Sounds like you need to have a conversation with Mistra.
That's heavy.
I mean, I'd love to talk
That's
to her.
outstanding.
I have some questions.
Look.
Arbog, untie me, please.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Is this you? In your right mind, you said it would do things to your head. Are you...
Do you want me to make a butt joke? Would that help?
I untie him.
There we go.
Please no.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
And that's how you know.
And that's how you know, folks.
Well, there, you got this, buddy.
I think I need to make an appointment with this.
Yeah, let's go bother more gods.
Where's the nearest significant temple or special holy site of mystery?
Nearest significant temple to Bistra would be in Waterdeep.
You can get there very quickly.
Anyone want to come with?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I have questions
Alright.
for Mistra.
I
Rolls
mean,
out of school.
I don't know about all of you, but I'd rather not wait. I know there's a party going on and all that, but this is... Look, we can fuck around with the crumbs, or we can go talk to the baker.
Is everyone well rested enough to go do this?
Yeah, there's like
We
a
tend
moment
to
of just like,
attract trouble.
we have to rest. If we don't rest, we will, if anything touches us, we'll blow over. At least I will. One evening of rest, I think, is well deserved after what we've been through.
I just mean that...
I'm good either way.
Like, do you understand? Do we all understand the possibilities here, though? Sure, the dragon
Yes.
cult's a problem, Strahd's a problem, but, like, all of these problems can be gone with this much power.
That's a dangerous line of thought, but yeah, no, I mean, you're right.
Yeah, well, obviously, altruistic intentions, of course, but you understand.
Yes, I do. This is just a little scary, and I think a night's sleep would help us all, think a little better.
Yeah.
In the long run. You've had a rough day. We've had a rough day. I've certainly had a rough day.
Feels more like weeks.
Yeah.
4 or 5 to be exact.
Yeah.
It feels like we've been gone forever.
Feels like we've been gone for weeks.
I mean, if you want to go now, I will go with you.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
Okay, but I think everybody would benefit from resting.
I mean,
Let me put it this way. I'll go regardless. If you want to go right now, I'll go. I am very hurt. And I'm not trying to put that on you, but I want to go. So I'm just saying.
All right, let's
just tuck my liver in and away we go.
Get some rest and we'll get out.
Yes. And right as we finish this conversation, because I would have sent Whisper down to keep an eye on the party, I'll kind of step to the side and kind of close my eyes and look through her eyes. And I'm just desperately looking over the party. And I'm looking to see if Big Sexy made it home.
He did not.
And there's just like a really dejected sigh as I go sit back in my chair and get ready to rest for the evening with a book.
Yeah.
Are we staying the night in the war room? Are we decided, or are we
It certainly feels that way.
Slumber party, come on.
That was how I met all y'all. We had a slumber party the first night I met all of you.
Slumber party.
Brings it all back.
We can bring beds.
I think at some point I'm just like, I'm probably just kind of like pacing and thinking. At some point I notice the cloak again, and I absentmindedly just kind of like put it on, and walking around the room, at some point I walk into a shadow. Does anything happen, or is it needed to?
You slip into a shadow. And then you emerge from another shadow on the other side of the room.
Huh. That's what this does? Oh, shit. Hey, guys, watch this. And I'll jump through a shadow and pop out behind Pen. Grab.
Kashana, what? Whoa.
Don't pop out behind Pen. You actually show up in another shadow.
God, fuck. All right, this is going to take some practice.
What the fuck?
I don't know how to drive this thing quite yet.
What the fuck?
So yeah, I'll spend
Interesting.
some time.
He did want you to have it, I believe.
That definitely suits you.
So, you guys have a slumber party in the war room.
Yeah.
Have a little sleep for the night.
Fucking
You've earned it.
exhausted.
It's been a long journey.
It's been so long since I've been able to hit long rest on my character sheet.
Something in your voice makes this sound not great, though.
Well,
That's
slumber
fine.
party in the war room sounds foreboding regardless.
You have a slumber party in the war room. You guys have a nice night's sleep
Oh, look at my
after discussing the things that are going on in the world.
Oh, I took a
And
long
the next morning, you all awake in the war room as light begins to come in from the windows. Those of you who have slept. And those of you who trance or don't sleep did those things. Kashano, did you stay up all night again?
No, I mean, I think sleep would have just got the better of him at this point.
All right.
As soon as it kind of comes down from various adrenaline surges, yeah.
You are all fully rested and back to normal. And things seem to be returning to normal at the academy. Do you wish to go talk to Mistra?
Oh, that was Scott.
Yeah, we do. I'm rolling my stat.
I thought it was Puck. He said things were returning to normal, and I heard a roll, and I was like, no.
Just like a panicked look around.
Yes, I for one am very excited about going to talk to Mistra.
Yeah.
Me
Let's go.
too.
Yeah, we know. We all know.
I'm
Make your
excited.
way.
My friends are excited. I don't know what's going on, but I'm here for them.
Norbock's like,
Well, it doesn't take long to make it to the Temple of Mistra in Waterdeep. There is a number of wizards praying there. You get the impression that you're not the only one looking for Mistra's blessing.
It's a pretty common thing to want that blessing.
Oh, I guess other people might have thought about this.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, what do you do? How do you want to go about this?
What's up, Mistra? It's you.
Like, honestly, straight up, walking in like a fucking colleague of Mistra, totally no, like, I'm convinced that she is as interested in talking to me at this point as I am talking to her. So like no protocol followed at all. Just basically going in and just straight up to the altar. I don't know who's following me or coming with, but like, yeah, straight up to the altar. I'll like, you know, take off my hat. A little bit of respect, and basically just kneel at the altar and like head to the floor and just kind of shut everything out, get in sort of a meditative state, looking for this kind of conversations I've had with Gillenbor.
I don't know if I can give you the answers you want.
Well, glad for a response at least. It is Mr. Is it not?
Yes.
Well, do you have any questions for me? Or anything
Not
I
yet.
can offer you?
But say your piece.
So many. So many things that I wonder and that they need to know. I think most of all, what am I?
You are Kishano the Quick. I'm afraid that is the only answer I have for you. The unusual circumstances that surround your current situation seem to have given birth to a new type of magic.
Beg your pardon?
The circumstances that surround your current situation seem to have given birth to a new type of magic.
This is totally new, not like a lost.
No. This is why you cannot find it anywhere. This is not in any tome or any scroll. This is new.
Okay. What is Kismet?
A demon.
Okay. Simple, straightforward answer to deal with. How can his influence be broken?
The influence of any individual being can be broken with time. Perhaps you have within you, with this new magic, the ability to do so. To rewrite things into other probabilities. Near as I can tell, that seems to be what you are doing. Where once a fireball would hit and destroy friends, comrades, instead it goes somewhere else.
It almost sounds like you're saying I'm just very lucky.
That's one way to put it, I suppose, but is more a shuffling of outcomes. Think of it as a stream. At every event, the stream separates and creates a new stream. You seem to be able to move certain events between those streams, from one to another. That is why your weapon is different every time you draw it. You are drawing a different version of yourself every time you draw your sword. Sometimes that version is a staff wielder. Sometimes that version wields a weapon that no one has ever seen before. And sometimes that version is the sword that you're familiar with.
I think I understand. At least as much as I can now. I hope you have. I hope that we can have your blessing as.
You do not have my blessing to exceed the limitations of the weave, but you have my blessing to explore this new form of magic.
All right, I'll take that. Please let me know if we stray too far.
You will know, because if you stray too far, I will visit my wrath upon you.
Well, see, that's actually what I was trying to avoid. Like, let us know if we're approaching a boundary. Like, maybe like yellow light, you know. Thing.
If it feels wrong, don't do it. That's the best advice I could give you.
All right. Fair enough.
Ask yourself, is this beyond the power of any other spell I've ever seen cast? The answer is yes. Perhaps it's time to rethink things.
Fair enough. One last thing maybe you can answer. I gotta bring something back, you know, for the group. What the fuck is Zealot?
He is a man. He was gifted something by someone not of this world.
Does he truthfully have no memory of how it began?
He doesn't know how he got it. And it is before my time. But intrigues me.
Thank you.
Explore this new magic. Learn everything you can about it. This is what magic is all about.
I do hope we can speak again soon. Please let me know if there's anything we can do for you.
Of course. Till then, enjoy the wedding. I hear that my mother may be coming.
Oh, really? He's gonna make it? You know, you're more than welcome to stop by as well.
I don't believe I will.
No?
But it'll be nice to see her go. The gods have not walked the earth in their avatars for quite some time.
That will certainly be fantastic. Does she know? I'm not gonna tell her. I don't want her to be disappointed if it doesn't happen, you know, that sort of.
Sorry, I just looked up to Gilbetta, like losing her shit.
Well, you know, we'll be sure to save a seat. Special guest, that sort of thing. Okay, yes. So happy to be in business. It's bigger than that, right? Okay. I never know how to sign off these things.
I have to go.
Hey, I have a wonderful eternity. All right. And then I will go back to the group.
All right.
Guys, we gotta talk.
Well, you weren't struck dead, so I think she doesn't hate you.
No, we're actually pretty cool, I think. Just like super casual. I imagine all like the wizards. They're like, fuck.
Yes. I don't believe him. You just announced this in this place, and suddenly, like 6 wizards take on the exact same prayer posture you just had, like trying to copy your technique.
What was that guy
like
doing?
there's
What did that guy
something
do?
else to it.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming that if any of the rest of us tried to do this, it just didn't work.
It did not. He was talking to Kashana. Well, she was talking to Kashana at the time.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know gods were a single stream. You know,
I mean, they can be multiples if they want to, but it's like anything else. It requires concentration.
Fair enough.
Sometimes they focus on tasks, and other times they spread themselves out.
Either way, with Kashana saying this, I'm like, I see. You spoke to her. Fun.
Look, you're welcome.
You have the
we're
Grand
right
Archivist. What is your
I
deal?
know, but the Grand Archivist can't help me not break magic. I don't want to break magic. That's the
We're
last
not
thing.
talking about breaking magic. Look, if you have questions for Mistra,
ask.
Go ahead and ask.
I tried. It didn't work. She doesn't want to talk to me right now.
Good.
Maybe
Awesome.
I can.
Because you're
At least
holding a rule-breaking spell.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry. What if I bring her the rule-breaking spell and be like, "Look, I'm a good noodle. I
Is
didn't
that what you
use it."
said?
No, I could do that, I guess.
Is that how you approached it? Because
Uh,
I can't. I was a player and broken right now. I can't.
uh, look, I'll give it a last second shot, rapid fire style.
There is no contact with Mistra.
Ah, yes. Nope. Fine. One of these days, you're gonna love it. I've got ideas.
See,
Well,
Ben,
I'm
this is what
happy for
talking
you.
about. You've got to, like, accept credit for things. Really build your reputation if you want people to take your calls. It's about.
Are you God
clout
talking,
and-
explaining me?
Yes,
I
am
have the
God
blessing
explaining.
of Salune. I have a patron.
What you needed is a divine manager to like get you out there, get your name out there, put you out in
God, I
other like deity
cannot.
circles.
While they're arguing, Norbog kind of closes her eyes and flicks her wrists and casts Druidcraft and just asks, "Hey, what the hell?" and sees if anything happens.
Fair.
Wrong department.
You just get a message. You have called
It's
the wrong
magic.
department.
It is magic, but it's not coming from the weave.
That's intriguing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to transfer you over to
Yeah.
Sorry, this is
nature magic.
Yeah, and she
Hey,
kind of like subtly kicks the daisy petals behind her off the floor so that nobody sees that she just cast magic.
Nope.
Not me. Norbog, who's like, I don't need gods.
Can I do a perception on that?
I mean, sure.
That's a 23.
So
I feel like
It's
I saw-
hardly a secret that Norbog has magic.
I know.
So
Okay.
you guys finish up at the temple, and the team has some answers now. They have some semblance of a grasp on situations. They've retrieved their vampire friend, and in a few weeks' time, they'll be having a wedding where Kashano the Sharp and Gilbetta fucking Not will join together. And we'll see all that unfold throughout the rest of the month before we reach our mid-season finale and the wedding of Gilbetta to Kashano the Sharp, which will happen at the end of the month on June 27th. So mark your calendars, because we're ending Pride Month with a lesbian wedding, guys.
Oh my god!
Cordially invited.
Oh, I didn't
You're
even
all
realize that.
cordially invited. But everybody heads home, and a few weeks passed. Lilith takes care of some students and takes them out on their first mission in the intervening time. And maybe some people's cutscenes unfold. But for now, things return peaceful to the Avalon Knights Academy. Until next week. And that's the end of our show today. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my incredible cast. Thank you to our incredible viewers and patrons and newcomers and everything. Thank you all for those people who like, comment, and subscribe and do all that other fun, cool stuff. We appreciate all of it. And there's no show without you guys. So thank you all for coming, because without it, we'd just be talking in the dark. So appreciate it so much. Thanks to our sponsors at Hero Forge. And until next time, stay tuned for the cutscene. Are we doing the cutscene today? Okay. Stay tuned for the cutscene and the raid. Until next time, class dismissed.
And back.
Early one morning, Penathan Wright anxiously waits by the door of the crab shack, tapping his foot, waiting for Gilbetta to wake up from her trance. It's been a while since they've had a day off, and it's finally time to just enjoy life at the crab shack. And he thought, what better way than to spend a morning while the moon is still out, going swimming with one of his dearest and oldest friends. Soon, Gilbetta joins him, and they spend the morning swimming and discussing different things, everything from talking about their various beliefs on gods, religion, life, other things. I'm sure Gilbetta, what would you bring up in this conversation? What did we talk about? I would be talking about necromancy, so.
Yeah, probably, I slay him, you raise him.
And then wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had a lot of those conversations and just kind of relaxing. Penn practices holding his breath and dives below the surface and goes and pets the crabs. The crabkin is down at the bottom of the the riverbed now. And he gets Gilbetta to show him all the cool spots and nooks and crannies in the river that she has to know about. And
this is where my mermaid girlfriend that one time held me while I cried for like an hour.
Are there mermaids in this river?
Well, I don't know. I think it was a kind of a figment of mine. I don't know. It was weird.
She may or may not have been real. She lives in Canada.
Remember the one that left me the bracelet? Got the bracelet and the.
I do. I think you've mentioned that. It's just been so long. I forgot.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And so,
but that happened right there.
I want to show me all the nice, like, where's a good spot to rest? Where do you rest? Is there like a crook in the riverbed?
I imagine by this point there's there is a Gilbetta size
crevice,
like divot somewhere
like a
underneath.
little place.
Yeah. And then slowly forming over time. There's one that's not quite perfect sharp sized, but it's like you can tell that it will eventually like conform to her.
Oh my god, I love it. And so the morning is spent laughing and talking and playing in the river and just generally spending time with someone that is dear to you. And then when time comes, they get ready and head off to breakfast with the others. And Penn is truly, genuinely happy to be here. Meanwhile, in a small, dilapidated shack far in the north, out all on its own deep in the woods, there is a man hunched in a corner with long black hair that looks like it hasn't been washed in a very long time. He's frantically searching between papers that he has pinned on the wall, connecting them, looking between them. At a glance, you may notice that there are pictures of everyone from Keithry Tea Leaf to the former leader of the Rogues Order Black Hand. There's even some people from the Keep mixed in there as well as some pamphlets about Candlekeep Academy. He's connecting them. He's frantically going between them. He runs over to a chart on the wall that has overlapping planes drawn upon it with some notes scribbled in between where they intersect. And he's got a lot of arrows pointing towards the elemental plane of fire. He goes to the floor where he has circles drawn all about. And he's like, it's got to be here. That's the only one. He rushes over and calls forth in an ancient language known only to elementals for his servant to return from the plane of fire. A flaming elemental appears before him. Did you find it? It has to be there. That's the only one left. Everything points towards there. And the elemental produces a small leaden box, which the man carefully, with obsession in his eyes, pulls the lid off of to reveal a small, singular eyeball, which he takes out of the box reverently, and he holds up. And now, it's finally mine. You know what they say, Penathan Wright. An eye for an eye. And as the camera pans away to show a picture of Penathan Wright on the wall next to a termination slip from Candlekeep, you can hear squelching sounds of someone removing something and placing something else in its place. And that is where we're gonna leave off, folks. We are unraveling and beginning a whole new threat, and I'm bringing it to the keep.
It's weird to see somebody do this to themselves. Are you okay? Usually
You're a
this is my
monster.
job.
I love all of you. I gave you cute crap. I love you all. And we will see you all next time. Thank you so much for tuning in.
It's D&D. It's D&D. It's D&D. It's D&D. We all agreed to play some D&D. That means role playing, fighting and slaying, solving puzzles. Maybe it's just me, but you guys won't.
No, we won't.
You guys just don't.
No, we don't.
Follow a single plot line through and through. I'm not complaining.